Chapter 3601. Everyone felt incredible, because in their eyes, legendary world-defying realm was very strong, but it was just attacked by 3 people at the same time. Unexpectedly, even the resistance did not resist, it was turned into gray. Even the people of legendary world-defying realm think that they can't be killed. At most, they will only be seriously injured and run away. But now they don't have this idea. They don't know what strengths were used by the 3 little Baihu. Unexpectedly there is such power. Little Baihu looks innocent and charming, but she has been in Tao Creation ancient land for so many years, facing so many chasings. She will also participate in the battle from time to time. Her own strength is not weak, and she also has supreme spell. Even Shen Shang didn't think she could kill Mu Yijing at once. The store is still open, please come to us a lot, we promise that this will not happen again next time. Shen Shang said with a smile, and then came to the backyard. Feng Lanyi is behind Shen Shang and she wants to see who this new partner is. Lanyi, this is my junior sister, little Baihu. Shen Shang said with a smile, and then introduced Feng Lanyi to little Baihu. She is Feng Lanyi, a blue fire phoenix. Sure enough, phoenix, no wonder. Little Baihu said with a slight smile, and Feng Lanyi greeted him. Junior sister. Feng Lanyi didn't expect Shen Shang suddenly to have a junior sister, and the strength was terrifying. Yes. Shen Shang happily said with a smile, it's amazing. Feng Lanyi nodded. Little Baihu's strength was really strong. She also came to the backyard, only to know that it was not a triplet, but only one person. She just saw the other 2 are clone. It was so strong after the clone, which made her feel incredible. She didn't know about the clone spell. Junior sister, if you have nothing, you are in the store, I will arrange for Lanyi to take you around. Shen Shang said. Little Baihu came out of Tao Creation ancient land just to see the world outside. Now she is out, but Shen Shang has not taken her to play. Yeah, little Baihu smiled and she thought about it. While Licking was still busy outside, Shen Shang Feng Lanyi waited to introduce little Baihu to her and the knife, and then he entered the secret room. He has successfully condensed the pill mark on a world-defying divine pill. Now he doesn't know the quality of this world-defying divine pill because he didn't eat. He gave the Dan to Zhang Sili, and Zhang Sili was still watching the Dan. This kind of Dan's refining is very difficult, and Zhang Sili is reluctant to eat, so I have to take Dan to sense the strength and see if she can evolve. Zhang Sili soon got the result. No, said Zhang Sili, who returned Dan to Shen Shang. Big brother Shen, I don't know why. In short, we can't eat this Dan evolution. I have tried it before. Later, he joined regeneration spell in world-defying divine pill and succeeded. Is it the same as the previous world-defying divine pill made with Transcend Dan? Shen Shang asked. No, I don't know why, I just can feel that I have eaten this kind of Dan, can't evolve, because there is a kind of strength in it that I can't condense through my cultivation base at this time. Zhang Sili shook his head. Well, I can only refine myself. Shen Shang is sure that the Dan effect in his hands will be very good. As for how good, he has to taste it before he knows. Shen Shang looked at the golden pill pellet on the surface full of various pill marks. The pill mark was so beautiful that he was not willing to eat. He studied up what he thought when he wanted to work part-time. This Dan should not be suitable for me to eat, Shen Shang said. Then he looked at the woman in Hidden Jade Villa and actually stepped into the divine world-defying realm. They all passed the time formation plate and then ate. A large number of high-grade world-defying divine pill was broken through. Go to Shang'er. Shen Shang immediately ran out of the chamber and took Shang'er into the chamber. Shang'er and Shen Shang are alone in the room. They know that Shen Shang is a little rascal, but she still looks forward to it, and her owner Xiao Shanglin seems to have no objection. Xiao Shanglin said before, send this pair of sisters to Shen Zhang's. Shang'er, you eat this Dan. Shen Shang handed the world-defying divine pill, which was refined with the pill mark, to Shang'er. Shang'er took over Dan, who was handed over by Shen Shang. After eating, maybe you can step into divine world-defying realm. Shen Shang happily said with a smile, and then squeezed Shang'er's pretty ruddy face. Really, Shang-er is a divine world-defying realm late stage. She also eats Shen Zhang's Dan and has been breaking through, but she knows that if she wants to step into the divine world-defying realm, she needs to eat more high-grade world-defying divine pill did, so she couldn't believe it at this time. Try not to look at it, I am not sure, if not, it will at least make you a lot of progress, Shen Shang said. Yeah, Shang'er nodded and then ate Dan. Shen Shang cast an third-level time domain on her, waiting for her outside, and the third-level time domain can make the time difference between the outside and outside of the field bigger. Shen Shang waited outside for a short time. Shanger shouted in time domain, "Shen boss, success, I broke through." Shen Shang immediately removed the time domain. "How long have you been refining?" Shen Shang asked. 20 days or so. Shanger was very happy. She didn't expect to be the pinnacle of divine world-defying realm so quickly. If she didn't have Shen Zhang's Dan, she is still at the divine world-defying realm initial stage or middle stage. Hee, thanks to your chief big sister, her world-defying pill mark is very good. Shen Shang said with a smile. Chief big sister is awesome, but Shen boss is also very powerful, otherwise it will not be able to refine this kind of Dan. Shanger sweet said with a smile. The mouth is really sweet, really want to kiss. Shen Shang said with an evil smile. Then kiss it. Shanger's face was red and scorned. Shen Shang smirked. Just got this idea, I thought of Xiao Shonglin, although Xiao Shonglin said that he wanted to give him a donkey, but he didn't know if he was joke, so he dismissed his thoughts, just kissed him. Pro Shanger pretty face. You tell Ling let me eat the next one, let her eat, and then she can break through like you, Shen Shang said. Well, boss, you are so good. Shanger smiled sweetly and then walked out of Shen Zhang's chamber of secrets. Shen Shang has now determined the efficacy of the Dan, which allows people to step into the peak from the divine world-defying realm late stage, which he named Divine Pill. It's finally possible to sell the pill mark Divine Pill. Shen Shang didn't know how much to sell, but he had to give Yang Zhenming some first, and let Yang Zhenming recommend the price for the sale. Chapter 3602 Amplifying Spell. Xiao Shonglin's two clones are still feeling the two legendary spells, but the body is a lot of leisure, because she has now made the world-defying pill mark for Shen Shang. Master, you helped me make a better pill furnace, and I made it exactly the same according to Heaven Creation Cauldron Stove. Shen Shang said that he now has Tao Creation Saint Crystal, and Xiao Shonglin masters various spells, sure can refine it in addition to a good pill furnace. No problem, I let little Ka help me, we will finish it soon. Xiao Shonglin said that she will be very fast in the time formation plate. At night, the store was closed, and Feng Lanyi came back with a clone of little Baihu in the city for a whole day. Shen Shang came to the room of Hua Licking. Licking sister, did you make the elemental spirit dance eclipse? Shen Shang asked. Before he went to Tao Creation Ancient Land, he asked Hua Licking to find a way to buy the Yu, as well as some high-grade Tao Creation Divine Medicine. There has been progress, some people have promised me, I will get it, I should be able to arrive in these 2 days. Hua Licking light with a smile. Shanger told me, you refine one a new kind of Dan, let her step directly into the peak of divine world-defying realm, what is it called Dan? Divine Pill. Licking sister, how much do you think this can sell Tao Creation Saint Crystal? Shen Shang said, but mark Divine Pill. Would you like to sell? Is it true that the world-defying pill mark is not Transcend Dan? Hua Licking was pleasantly surprised. Yes, it's the pill mark that my master just got out. Shen Shang said with a smile, I think this should be sold at the price of Tao Creation Saint Crystal. Shen Shang previously sold a group of world-defying divine pill to Yang Zhenming, which is only 5 Tao Creation Saint Crystals. Although it is very high, 2 of them are engraved into the world-defying pill mark. This is hard to say, but I think someone will buy it when it is high. Hua Licking frowned and thought, because no one can innate talent to step into divine world-defying realm. According to my investigation, here is many of the old men of divine world-defying realm late stage are almost exhausted, and these old men must have some savings. If they can't step into the peak, they will definitely run out of life essence. So, this group of people is our main goal, Shen Shang said. Yes, divine world-defying realm late stage people have a long life, they definitely have a lot of Tao Creation Saint Crystal, or all kinds of wealth. Hua Licking said, if the amount is large, we can definitely make a lot of money quickly. A Tao Creation Saint Crystal. Tao Creation Saint Crystal, the biggest use is to save a lot of energy. It works very well when it is used urgently. For example, he used it very quickly, but put a few tablets into the Sea of Divine Sea, he will recover quickly. I will investigate and check the specifics. As long as I figure out the price that this group of people can afford, we can accurately price it at that time. Hua Licking said, and then ask City Lord, this Dan definitely need a lot. Little Baihu also played enough today to see the world outside Tao Creation Ancient Land. She entered the hidden Jade Villa and played with Long Shuiyi. The pill furnace you want is refining. Xiao Shanglin came out of the time formation plate and took out a heaven creation cauldron stove, exactly the same as Shen Shang. Xiao Shanglin doesn't know what Shen Shang is doing. Shen Shang just worried that her alchemy was too fierce. When heaven creation cauldron stove was broken, let Xiao Shanglin refining one for him. First refine the divine pill, so that you can also familiarize yourself with the pill mark. When the elemental spirit Dan's herbs are in place, it is much easier to make the elemental spirit Dan. Shen Shang is so planning. Anyway, I think the current divine pill will definitely sell a good price. It took a long time to refine divine pill. With the help of little Baihu, Shen Shang also took a year to refine one, but he thought it was faster. He refines more than a dozen pieces in one breath before he comes out of time in the divine mirror of 6 paths. Always so refining, he felt very stuffy, but little Baihu felt that there was nothing because she liked to stay together with Shen Shang and listen to Shen Shang. Niu Yijing was killed, sensational in the major cities of Kashan Shendao and sect, legendary world-defying realm was killed in public. This kind of thing has been there before, but there will be a very fierce battle, unlike this one, all at once was killed by people. Wooden Mountain faction there is no movement for the time being, but they will definitely retaliate. Now Wood Mountain faction can't say anything, because Mu Yijing admitted that he was going to make trouble. It is clear to everyone who knows the rules of the battle of the city. It is normal to kill people and make the death of the city. The city lord is also on the court. Shen Shang came to the city lord's mansion. Shen boss, you are really talented around you. Yang Zhenming exclaimed. He looked behind Shen Shang, did not see the 3 half-masked women. Shen Shang is a person. Little Baihu and her 2 clones frightened Yang Zhenming, because his strength is comparable to that of Mu Yijing, which means that it is easy for 3 little Baihu to kill him. They didn't come, at the store. Shen Shang said with a smile. City Lord, I brought good things. Shen Shang refines divine pill, one of the 11 gods, and gives a Linger, let her eat breakthrough, and once again verify the effect of divine pill. He came to Yang Zhenming. As a city lord, Yang Zhenming has a very wide network of people in Zanhuicheng. He can help a lot and many times. He has helped while licking to acquire many high-grade Dao creation divine medicines. What good thing? Asked Yang Zhenming hastily. Shen Shang took out divine pill, the mysterious said with a smile. City Lord, this is divine pill. As long as the divine world-defying realm late stage eats, refining about 20 days, you can step into divine world-defying realm as the peak. This is a good thing. Yang Zhenming took a breath and was amazed and nodded. Yes, I didn't expect Shenbo to really make this kind of Dan. It will definitely sell well, and it will make you more famous. I have 10, I first prepared for the city lord. Shen Shang said with a smile, took out 10 divine pill and handed it to Yang Zhenming. Price, city lord, you have your own idea, that's all right. Quote. Yang Zhenming is very aware of the benefits of divine pill. The first is that people can quickly enter the peak of divine world-defying realm. Although many people often go to the Shenfeng battlefield to watch the battle, the people at divine world-defying realm are not too many. If he can get divine world-defying realm late-stage people to quickly reach the peak, then these people will definitely help him earn more Dao Creation Saint Crystal in the future, earning back the cost of buying divine pill. Give. Yang Zhenming handed Shen Shang a storage pouch. 100 Dao Creation Saint Crystal 1 grain. Shen Shang saw 1,000 Dao Creation Saint Crystal inside. Some accidents, because while licking and he said before, 50 Dao Creation Saint Crystal is the most divine world-defying the peak of realm can withstand it. Chapter 3603, Mystery Mantra. Yang Zhenming said with a slight smile. Shen boss, your Dan is worth the price, you don't believe you publicly sell it. I just don't need so much now, and it's a little tight, otherwise how much do you have? Quote. Yang Zhenming can straightforward give this price and prove that he knows very well whether this price can be sold. You don't know how much value a divine world-defying realm can do. There are a lot of people trapped in the divine world-defying realm late stage, and many of these guys have Dao Creation Saint Crystal. Yang Zhenming shook his head and sighed. Even if I have trained people before, many of them can't always enter the peak of divine world-defying realm. Even if you eat Dan, you need to eat for a long time. The Dao Creation Saint Crystal is needed. Far more than 100. Shen Shang nodded. So, I will sell 100 Dao Creation Saint Crystal in the future. After he went back, he had to discuss with Hua Liking. City Lord, you should try this divine pill first. I have only tried it on 2 people before, I want to see if it works in most people. Shen Shang said. If it does not achieve the effect, I will return the Tao Creation Saint Crystal to you. I believe it will be done. Yang Zhenming is very confident in Shen Shang. After he sent Shen Shang out of the city lord's mansion, he rushed to arrange for people to try. Shen Shang went back to the store and asked Hua Liking to say something about this. Hua Liking didn't expect Yang Zhenming to buy one with 100 Tao Creation Saint Crystals. She now decided to sell 100 Tao Creation Saint Crystal. Hua Liking gave Shen Shang dozens of high-grade Tao Creation Divine Medicine. Shen Shang handed Tao Creation Divine Medicine to He Fengyuan and asked He Fengyuan to choose from it to see if he could merge with the scented bamboo. He could not directly make elemental spirit Dan with the scented Zizhu, which is easy to be found, so he needs to add other Tao Creation Divine Medicine. The creation of Zizhu has also been reached. The fingers are generally small, like a purple crystal, a total of 9 sections. Shen Shang will give it to Mai and Jing's sisters to plant. Little Baihu can also help a lot at this time. She uses growth spell and regeneration spell to make herbs fast growth long, and her second supreme spell, the gas spell, also works very well. He Fengyuan needs time with Danfang. During this time, Shen Shang refines more than 10 divine pill, which is only a matter of time. He came out of the time formation. Hua Liking saw him in the hall of the shop, hurriedly walked over and gave him a sound transmission. City Lord is looking for you. He said that supreme spell is for sale. I don't know the specifics, you go ask him. Shen Shang immediately walked out of the store and hastily went to find Yang Zhenming. Shen boss, your divine pill is really amazing. Yang Zhenming has used the time formation plate to get several of his men into the divine world defying realm. That's good. City Lord, you said supreme spell is for sale, what about the situation? Shen Shang asked. This supreme spell is called blood amplifying spell. As long as you make this spell, you can quickly absorb energy and condense strong blood. Yang Zhenming said. The introduction is so, as far as I know, refining when you make a pill marked divine pill, you need to consume a lot of blood. Yes, it seems that there are many people who will buy it. Shen Shang said that this supreme spell is very important to him. Every time he refines the pill marked divine pill, he needs to release a lot of blood. If he let Xiao Shanglin puts blood amplifying spell into the meta pill mark, so when he alchemy, he only needs to provide energy, that's alright. You don't have enough Tao Creation Saint Crystal, I can lend it to you. Yang Zhenming said. There are 3 days to sell, and it will be sold by auction. 3 days. Good. Shen Shang had only 3 days to prepare for Tao Creation Saint Crystal. He felt that it should not be a problem. At most, it would be tired. I can lend you 20,000 Tao Creation Saint Crystal. Yang Zhenming said. This is what I can use now. Many thanks. Shen Shang nodded, then hurried back to the store, told Hua Liking about it, and then gave her 10 divine pill. First sell these 10, I will refine it. Shen Shang feels that if she and little Baihu are desperately fighting, they will continue to refine their time in the formation. It is not a problem that heaven refining makes 100 divine pill. 3 heaven refining produces 300 divine pill, 1 Tao Creation Saint Crystal, you can get 30,000 Tao Creation Saint Crystal, plus 20,000 borrowed by Yang Zhenming. Shen Shang thinks it should be enough to take blood amplifying spell is gone. Boss, do you want to sell the 150 Tao Creation Saint Crystal 1 grain? If no one buys it, I will lower the price again. Hua Liking said. We can't be sure of this Dan now. The price, I think it should go from high to high. Alright, Shen Shang nodded. I went to alchemy, and I will continue to offer this Dan for you. After Shen Shang intends to get blood amplifying spell, let Xiao Shanglin integrate it into the pill mark, and then go to make elemental spirit Dan. Can he step into legendary world defying realm and see elemental spirit Dan? Shen Boss shop can be said to be the most famous pills store in Zanhuichang, so Hua Liking immediately caused a big stir after the announcement of divine pill, especially those trapped in the divine world defying realm late stage. The rush came, but it didn't take long for the store to be crowded with people. Flower dispenser, let's talk about the price. People have come a lot, you don't want to sell off, buy more directly, let's not afford to buy anything. For tens of thousands of years, I have a lot of Tao Creation Saint Crystal in my hands. I don't want to go to death with these Tao Creation Saint Crystals, and quickly say the price. I only have 10 tablets in my hand. I will sell it to everyone by lottery. Hua Liking saw everyone so enthusiastic, and I was very happy. Said with a slight smile, the current price is 150. Tao Creation Saint Crystal 1 grain. The reputation of our shop is clear to everyone. If there is no effect, we double return Tao Creation Saint Crystal. 150 Tao Creation Saint Crystal. Everyone is silent, and then whispered. This kind of Dan said that expensive is not expensive, not convenient nor convenient, but many people feel quite worthy, can make people break through bottleneck, break through a realm, which can be stronger, longer life, equivalent to rebirth. If you want to buy, you can go to the lobby of our store and wait for the lottery, Licking said, and then several old men hastily faced death. Then a dozen people also walked into the store, and finally there were more than 100 people entering the store. Licking feels very satisfied, because only a few people can come here. If other people in the city know that there will be more people coming. After the lottery was over, Licking quickly sold the 10-grain divine pill in her hand and got 1,500 Tao Creation Saint Crystal, which made her secretly excited, and there will be more Tao Creation Saint Crystal in the future. Chapter 3604. Today, Shen Zhang's shop sells divine pill, which is a sensation in the whole city. It has already had a lot of power. It has been shown to Licking in secret, and they have come to give gifts. Although divine pill has only 10 capsules, the effect is quickly confirmed. This is the subversive divine pill, which allows the divine world-defying realm late stage to step directly into the peak. Yang Zhenming knows that Licking sells 150 Tao Creation Saint Crystal, which is not surprising because it is worth the price. Shen Shang spent a day in the time formation, spent 100 years, and refining 100 grains of divine pill in a single breath, and little Baihu, he handed it over to Licking for sale. Since the day of the sale of divine pill, other cities have come over, and some have used teleportation formation. Licking soon sold out today's divine pill, and many people couldn't buy it. It's a pity that Licking told them that this kind of Dan would be sold for 3 days. Divine pill is a high level of Dan in many people's eyes. It can be sold for 3 days in a row. This is very rare. You must know that there are many precious Dans in the store, which are used for auction. Shen Shang can make a lot of refining, and naturally it will sell more at once. Shen Shang has little Baihu to help, otherwise he can't refine himself so quickly. Little Baihu can not only release a lot of regenerative power to activate the pill mark, but also release pressure to compress when he is condensed. This can speed up. There is also the development of the pill mark, although the consumption is very large, but the speed of absorption is very fast, so it can speed up the speed of the condensate. Su Maiyao herself also studied refining divine pill in Hidden Jade Villa. She has Feng Ka and Mai and Jing sisters to help. She is also competent. The hard part is to master the pill mark. She is not as good as Shen Shang. It's easy to master world-defying pill mark, but she has always used heaven refining technique alchemy. With heaven refining technique alchemy, I can improve a lot of alchemy innate talent. She learns world-defying pill mark. Although it is slow, she can learn it. It only takes a certain amount of time. Shen Shang refines 300 divine pill, and feels very tired. After handing over the last batch of divine pill to Licking, he wakes up. Little Baihu was very relaxed, didn't feel anything, and now goes to play with Long Shui Shi Shi Ha Ha. Shen Shang woke up and came out of the time formation. Licking gave him all the Tao Creation Saint Crystal he earned. He went to find Yang Zhenming. Shen Bo, when you have the best change appearance, use a pseudonym to participate in the auction. Yang Zhenming lends Shen Shang 25,000 Tao Creation Saint Crystal. Well, where is it? Shen Shang asked. He had 70,000 Tao Creation Saint Crystal, and he thought it should be enough. I will take you there, said Yang Zhenming. Yang Zhenming came to a high-rise with Shen Shang. There are only 100 people here. To enter here, you need to prepare at least 30,000 Tao Creation Saint Crystal to check the people at the venue. Otherwise, you will not be qualified, so you are eligible to come in. There aren't many people, and Yang Zhenming, as the city lord, can come in naturally, and he just comes to see the fun. The only thing that is auctioned today is the blood amplifying spell. After Shen Shang came in, he waited for more than 1 hour and finally started. I saw the person in charge took a pale gold crystal core. When I saw this crystal core, Shen Shang knew that it was from the curse beast. In other words, the supreme spell sold can be easily mastered, just eat crystal. Core is fine. This also means that the price will be high. People who sell this crystal core definitely don't need this supreme spell, unexpectedly will be sold out. Shen Shang said, the auction will start soon. It is said that when the transaction, the seller will swear to ensure that supreme spell is true. At the beginning of the auction, the first bidder shouted 10,000 Tao Creation Saint Crystal. Each increase cannot be less than 1,000 Tao Creation Saint Crystal. The people who are here are constantly increasing their fares, all of which are 1,000 and 1,000, but it didn't take long before they reached 40,000. At this time, the number of bidders has gradually decreased, and only Shen Shang and several old men continue. The 40,000 Creation Saint Crystal is not expensive for Shen Shang, because if the blood amplifying spell can successfully integrate into the pill mark, he will be faster and more convenient. Shen Shang has refining hundreds of tablets with the pill mark, but he can't be refining it alone. If there is a blood amplifying spell, he can do it without the help of little Baihu. 47. Shen Shang shouted. 408. 50,000. 50,000. Quote, quote. There are only 3 people now in the fair increase, Shen Shang and 2 old man. Most people who don't have bids are Tao Creation Saint Crystal in their hands. They can only help others to compete. 66,000. An old man hesitated, and his voice was a bit slow. 67. Shen Shang sounds smooth and shouted. Only he is competing with the old man. For the next moment, the field was quiet. No one has yet bid. Auction host shouted. No one bids anymore, and eventually Shen Shang got the blood amplifying spell, which made him relieved. In his hands, only 70,000 has a little more Tao Creation Saint Crystal. If he continues to fight for it, he can only give up. The people who come here are all change appearances, so no one knows who. Shen Shang came to a secret room for the final transaction. He saw the seller, with a mask on his face, a big black robe, who couldn't see who he came from, and his body had no breath. Congratulations, get blood amplifying spell, this is a very good Tao Creation spell, you buy with so many Tao Creation Saint Crystal, you are a person who knows the goods. The masked man said in a low voice, then bloody oath, make sure this blood amplifying spell is true. Shen Shang gave him 67,000 Tao Creation Saint Crystal and let him count. The masked man quickly confirmed that the Tao Creation Saint Crystal was true and the number was sufficient, and he nodded. Shen Shang did not ask much, and asked the other party not to say. In short, the other party is very mysterious. After getting the crystal core, Shen Shang immediately handed it to Xiao Shanglin and let Xiao Shanglin go to eat. This allowed her to quickly master the blood amplifying spell. Shen Shang had already eaten one before and mastered illusory body spell, so he was in a certain period of time. Can't eat anymore. The masked man gave Shen Shang a very strange feeling. He couldn't tell the feeling. After the transaction was successful, the masked man gave a certain Tao Creation Saint Crystal to the auction and then left. That guy seems to be a curse beast. Little Baihu said. I was not sure, but just after I deliberately released a little breath, he felt a certain reaction after he sensed my breath. Why can he also from Tao Creation Ancient Land? The curse of the beast to sell the crystal core. Shen Shang now understands why he feels that it feels weird, actually the other party is not human. Chapter 3605, Supreme Evil Rune. Shen Shang found a hidden place to change back to her own appearance and then returned to the store. Sister Licking, I will not refine divine pill during this time. You should first announce it so that people are waiting here every day. Shen Shang said that he intends to wait for Xiao Shanglin to make a new development. Xiao Shanglin took the crystal core and quickly mastered the blood amplifying spell, so she is now starting to improve the pill mark. She is doing it in the time formation plate, and Shen Shang doesn't have to wait outside. Improving the development of the pill mark is a piece of cake for Xiao Shanglin, the curse of Tianxi, and she is finished soon. Shen Shang, when you use the new development of pill mark alchemy to activate the pill mark, you need to put in Tao Creation Saint Crystal. Xiao Shanglin said. This blood amplifying spell absorbs energy very quickly, compared to before. The situation of the plot mark is too much, you are not legendary world-defying realm, and may be sucked up at once. Good, said Shen Shang. In addition, I have also improved regeneration spell and growth spell. Both of these spells can absorb Tao Creation Saint Crystal and release a lot of regenerative power to activate the pill mark. Xiao Shanglin said. You only need to place Tao Creation Saint Crystal inside Heaven Creation Cauldron Stove. You don't need little Baihu, you can refine it yourself. This is great, it is good to have a mantra to be a master. Shen Shang happily said with a smile, I will try it now. Shen Shang is worried about consuming Tao Creation Saint Crystal. He thinks that Divine Pill, a refinery of Divine Pill, consumes 50 Tao Creation Saint Crystal. He can also accept it. He sells 150 Tao Creation Saint Crystal and can earn 100. It's very fast to use World Defying to Divine Pill and market's alright, which is very fast. Shen Shang used to do this before. The hard part is the awakening of the pill mark, which takes about a year. Shen Shang puts World Defying Divine Pill into the Heaven Creation Cauldron stove, and then condenses the pill mark into the environment. The pill mark immediately illuminates and absorbs energy quickly. Shen Shang has placed hundreds of Tao Creation Saint Crystals in Heaven Creation Cauldron stove, and he carefully observes those Tao Creation Saint Crystals. It seems that there is nothing wrong with me now. Shen Shang suddenly felt very relaxed, and he didn't have to worry about it. The pill mark would absorb energy awakening. That's great. Shen Shang immediately told Xiao Shanglin about this good thing. Xiao Shanglin was just Haughty's smirk. Shen Shang immediately took out another spare Heaven Creation Cauldron stove, and then put in a world-defying divine pill, and then condensed the pill mark. As long as the development of the pill mark is awakened, it is a divine pill. What Shen Shang needs to do is just pill mark. He just has to finish this step and wait patiently for that's alright. A month later, Shen Shang felt that both pill furnaces had calmed down, meaning that they had succeeded, and he immediately went to see. Sure enough, the two pill furnaces each have a divine pill, and the quality looks better than before. It consumes 30 Tao Creation Saint Crystals, quite a few. Shen Shang was very pleasantly surprised, because he easily refines the divine pill, which only consumes Tao Creation Saint Crystal. Of course, if his pill mark is not skilled enough, it will not be able to achieve this effect. The step of engraving the pill mark is crucial. This blood amplifying spell is very valuable. Xiao Shanglin said with a smile. It seems that I have to refine a little more than a little pill furnace with little ka. Pill furnace is not too good, as long as it is hard enough that's alright. Shen Shang said with a smile. It is best to refine 100, I want to batch out Dan. Shen Shang originally planned to refine multiple grains in a pill furnace, but he still intends to give up, because the two Dans are easily repelled inside, and sometimes it will waste Tao Creation Saint Crystal. 3 Xiao Shanglin and 3 little Bai who refine the pill furnace, and they are refining in the time formation plate and the divine mirror of 6 paths, which is fast. The refining of the pill furnace, each with only 10 Tao Creation Saint Crystal, that's alright. Xiao Shanglin directed little Bai who refining, as long as some Tao Creation spell was condensed on it to enhance the stability and robustness of the pill furnace. Hundreds of pill furnaces were completed quickly, and then Shen Shang entered the time formation in divine mirror of 6 paths. He bought blood amplifying spell before using a lot of Tao Creation Saint Crystal. Now he needs to return to this, but he owes Yang Zhenming more than 20,000 Tao Creation Saint Crystal. It's 10 times faster, and I don't need to go see it myself. It's just 2 seconds. Shen Shang is thoroughly educated about the benefits of world-defying pill mark. Shen Shang poured flames into the 100 pill furnaces, then put them into world-defying divine pill, and then went to pill mark one by one, then put 30 Tao Creation Saint Crystals into the pill furnace for 1 month. After that, he will get 100 divine pill. He condensed to 100 times of the pill mark, just a day. His mother, after a month, can you really get divine pill? Shen Shang can't believe it will be so easy. This is pill mark divine pill. If he has more pill furnace, he can continue to condense the pill mark. Master, I have to learn the clone mantra, said Shen Shang. I suggest you don't learn first, wait until I have 2 other legendary spells. Xiao Shanglin said. If the other 2 legendary spells are very useful for your alchemy, and you have learned legendary spell, then learn other legendary. Spell is very difficult. Didn't you see that I haven't learned a legendary spell until now? My clone doesn't know how many youngsters have passed in the time formation. Shen Shang had planned this before. He later saw that little Baihu was so powerful with 3 clones, and he was just about to move. Now he can only wait patiently. I will be successful after waiting for a period of time, said Xiao Shanglin. Good. Shen Shang walked out of time formation, while time formation was still running. He used the difference between time and time inside and outside, and waited for a small moment to go in again. The time formation was over a month. Well, as a result, he has harvested 100 pieces of Tao Creation Saint Crystal, which has not used much time before and after, and the time outside is only about 2 hours in the past. Ha ha ha, Shen Shang looked at the 100 quality divine pill, who was very good. He couldn't help but laugh. He has been sold to Wali King. He refines the divine pill, which has already made Tao Creation Saint Crystal is almost used. While Licking was surprised that Shen Shang actually produced 100 pieces of Tao Creation Saint Crystal so quickly, much faster than before. This is all my master and blood amplifying spell. Shen Shang said to While Licking happily said with a smile, I will tell you later, I am missing Tao Creation Saint Crystal. Now more and more people are pouring into the city of Zanwei, just to buy Divine Pill. If many people have it in the future, we have to consider cutting prices, so there will be a large number of people to buy. While Licking said, Boss, if it is a price cut, can you accept it? Of course, Shen Shang said with a smile, he is now refining this Divine Pill, it is too easy, as long as no less than 50 Tao Creation Saint Crystal, he will earn. If you need 3 little Baihu in a whole year of refining, you won't make it. Chapter 3606, Mask People. Shen Shang and Su Maiyao entered the time formation and guided her to learn the pill mark. Little rascal, how do you master the world-defying pill mark so fast? Can you lend me some innate talent? Su Maiyao was also very depressed during this time, although she mastered a bit, but spent a lot of time. If I can lend you, I will definitely borrow it. Shen Shang happily said with a smile, so I can only point you to you now, Sister Maiyao, you can definitely master it quickly. Su Maiyao now knows the power of the pill mark. If she masters it, she can quickly refine Divine Pill, and the work of refining Divine Pill can be done to her. Su Maiyao has been alchemy for many years, and her innate talent is also good. Under the careful guidance of Shen Shang, she learned faster. Although she did not have Shen Shang and then Heaven Defying, Shen Shang felt that she could master it in a short time. And Shen Shang alone in the time formation, Su Maiyao naturally will not miss the opportunity to be intimate with Shen Shang. They are also known as husband and wife, learning to be bored inside, the two will be Qing, my intimacy, so this paragraph in the time, Su Maiyao was also moisturized and feminine. Su Maiyao has finally learned and spent decades. Shen Shang went out to find While Licking and took Tao Creation Saint Crystal. The 100-grain Divine Pill was quickly sold out by While Licking, and the 15,000 Tao Creation Saint Crystal arrived. Then Shen Shang didn't go by himself, but let Su Maiyao come, he just looked around. Su Maiyao pill mark no Shen Shang so fast, Shen Shang can condense 100 times a day, and Su Maiyao takes 3 days to complete, and this is not too slow. It's a pity, if you eat Divine Pill, you can step into the legendary world-defying realm. Shen Shang had eaten a few grains before, and his promotion was not great, so he gave up. He Fenyuan has already selected 2 kinds of herbs to be integrated into the creation of Zizhu. She also took a lot of effort. Divine fruit, and the combination of these 2 herbs and the Zizhu, can produce a very large response. He Fenyuan said, I believe that the refining of Dan will definitely make you fast. Step into the legendary world-defying realm. He Fenyuan is a Danfang Tianqiang teacher, Xiao Shonglin is a mantra, and Shen Shang feels that they have to help, and will be able to refine more Divine Pill in the future. He Fenyuan took these herbs to the Mai and Jing sisters to plant them. Although the herbs are sold, they are certainly not much, or they are planted by themselves. Su Maiyao also studied Shen Shang. In the time formation, she condensed the pill mark on world-defying Divine Pill, then went out to play with Long Shui, and then enter the time formation to collect Divine Pill. Seeing that I can refine so many Divine Pills at once, Su Maiyao suddenly has a great sense of accomplishment, and her heart is beautiful, and then she immediately begins refining, which she can do very easily. Shen Shang handed her refining 100 Divine Pill to While Licking. While Licking has always been very curious, and now Shen Shang also tells While Licking about the new plot pill mark, and the process of refining. While Licking was surprised and excited after learning, which means that Ah Shang will be faster after Shen Shang. I went to the city lord's mansion. Shen Shang said that there is now Su Maiyao refining Divine Pill, and he doesn't have to worry about Divine Pill for the time being. He only needs to wait to plant the herbs that make the Zizhu, and he will continue to refine the new Dan. Shen Shang just planned to go to the city lord's mansion, and Yang Zhenming sent someone to the door of his shop. Shen boss, city lord said that there is an old man named Yan, said the man. Yan Ju, Shen Shang immediately nodded, I am here. He hastily went to the city lord's mansion. City lord, Shen Shang saw Yang Zhenming, whispered, where is Senior Yan? He was seriously injured. Yang Zhenming looked dignified. His injury, you and me come. Yang Zhenming took Shen Shang to the underground passage. Why should I put him here? Shen Shang walked in the passage, which was the way to the secret room. You know when you go, and I can only rest assured that he is here. Yang Zhenming was dignified. He took Shen Shang to the deep underground, at the entrance of a secret room, unexpectedly, and an old man of legendary world-defying realm. Shen Shang has seen that Yanju definitely has a major event. Open the door, said Yang Zhenming. Old man opened the door and took Shen Shang in, and he stood in front of Shen Shang with the old man and kept Shen Shang behind them. Entering the secret room, Shen Shang immediately felt a very violent breath, which was an extremely evil strength, and there was a strong bloody smell. Shen Shang saw Yanju and saw him lying on a jade bed. There was a barrier on the jade bed to seal him, and Yanju held the upper body. The ribs suddenly came out and were dark black, overflowing with a burst of black qi. Mist, eyes are completely dark, no white eyes, bloody red teeth, constantly overflowing with blood, very terrifying. Senior Yan, Shen Shang frowned. How could he do this? Yang Zhenming shook his head. I don't know. When he came, he was seriously injured. The body was full of scars, but he told me to let me trap him with the most powerful seal, otherwise it would be very dangerous. Quote. After I sealed him, he became like this, and the wounds in the body were all good, so fast. Yang Zhenming expression. This kind of thing I also met for the first time, you should be able to feel it. The strength in his body is skyrocketing. Yes, the breath has always been stronger. What did he encounter? Shen Shang asked. Can he hear the sound outside? Yanju lay on the jade bed, struggled with pain, and the body continued to overflow the black qi. Especially now, the black qi is more, and the white jade bed gradually turns black. No, I spoke to him, but he couldn't hear. Yang Zhenming shook his head. Shen boss, what do you think you should do? He must have been filled with a lot of evil in his body, as long as the evil is forced out of that's alright. Shen Shang said. He let little Baihu out, and then split two clones. Yang Zhenming saw the three women again, and my heart was secretly scared. He didn't expect the three women to unexpectedly follow Shen Shang. He thought he had been hiding in Shen Zhang's shop. Junior sister, look at what this is, said Shen Shang. Little Baihu nodded and walked into observation. This is your junior sister? Yang Zhenming asked curiously. Well, she is amazing, both of them are her clones, she is actually just a person. Shen Shang said. Yang Zhenming secretly a deep breath, actually clone, and clone is still terrifying, he has never heard of clone can have the same strength of the deity. He has supreme evil rune. Little Baihu said, and quickly retreat a few steps, and Yanju's body trembled at this time, bursting with a fierce black qi. Chapter 3607. What is supreme evil rune? Yang Zhenming quickly asked. The anger of Yanju's outburst, which scared him with a horror, but the evil power was evil, but with the luck of legend. The things that Tao creation evil ancestor got out of the year, supreme evil rune should have disappeared completely. Little Baihu frowned at Yanju, who was struggling and screaming. These are all vague messages in my memory. Little Baihu itself is the demon spirit of supreme spell, and finally becomes a beast, turning into a human shape, so she remembers some memories about supreme evil rune. Junior sister, can you help Senior Yan? Shen Shang didn't know how Yanju got this kind of thing, and he could only know when Yanju recovered his mind. In his body or divine sea, there must be supreme evil rune at work. Just remove supreme evil rune from that's alright. It's hard to find supreme evil rune. Little Baihu said. And we have to hurry. Fight to find, otherwise it will be late. Little Baihu released two clones. Yang Zhenming and the old man also came to help. With their 5 legendary world-defying realm shots, it is not difficult to hold Yanju. After Yang Zhenming untied the seal, Little Baihu immediately went looking for it and found it soon. That thing is on him, it's so good, it didn't enter his body. Little Baihu walked over and took a black bead from Yanju. This black bead is crystal core. The crystal core that is only in the beastly body, Yanju unexpectedly. Junior sister, be careful. Shen Shang was worried about Little Baihu, because Yanju was tossed into this look. Nothing, Little Baihu said, releasing a strong pressure, pouring it into the crystal core and destroying it. The evil spirit of Yanju is going away. If he does not save, he will be devoured by evil. This is the curse of the beast. Little Baihu's face is dignified. I have been in the Tao creation ancient land for so many years and have never encountered a cursed beast with this evil crystal core. Yang Zhenming has never heard of it, but he thinks it will not be so simple. Maybe it is related to the 7 evil spirits of Tao creation God Lord. Shen Shang told him before that Yanju is Flame Mountain sect people, but also chased by Flame Mountain sect. You can only wait until he wakes up. Yang Zhenming said. Leave him here, we are waiting outside, that's all right. Yang Zhenming this is worried about the change of Yanju, so I will continue to seal Yanju. Shen Shang they walked out of this secret room. It seems that he must have encountered something. Be sure to ask how the crystal core came from. This thing is too terrifying. Yang Zhenming recalled that terrifying, the crystal core can make people become a very terrifying evil. Devil. I was separated from Tao Creation Ancient Land by him. Was he in distress in the Tao Creation Ancient Land? Shen Shang always felt that it was not that simple. A few hours passed, and there was a voice inside the chamber. Yang Zhenming, they walked in immediately, and several of their legendary world-defying realm were in front, letting Shen Shang follow. Yanju lay down and was pale. He saw Shen Shang and he was relieved. Little brother, you saved me again. Yanju seems to know what happened before. Senior, what the hell have you encountered? How did the crystal core come from? Shen Shang asked, and then took out a dan to Yanju to eat, making his face look a lot better. I am alone with you, I met someone on the road. He said that he escaped from Flame Mountain sect. He talked to me all the way. Later he gave me the black crystal core, he said inside. With supreme spell, let me find a quiet place to eat refining, and can't put it in the storage divine tool. Yanju said. I took it with me, and after I entered the city of war, I had that situation. I feel that I am not under control, and the strength is mad and my strength is enhanced, and the enhanced strength is not dominated by me. At that time I only thought about destroying everywhere, then I came to the city lord's mansion with great restraint and let the city lord seal me. Yang Zhenming wiped the sweat, but Yanju's self-control is very strong, otherwise the consequences are unimaginable. It should be okay now, Shen Shang asked. I don't know, I want to let me in this room for the time being, Yanju sighed. Shen Shang told Yanju about the Tao Creation God Lord, and Yanju thought about it and thought about it. Who is the guy who gave me the crystal core? Yanju was very angry. He unexpectedly wants to harm me like this. Do you have any clues? Shen Shang asked. Senior, you recall carefully, what characteristics does this person have? Asking the face is definitely not useful, because this person is trying to lie to Yanju, so he definitely changed his face. He has a mask, Yanju said. When I met him, he took a mask. He said it was played. Later he also destroyed the mask. Show me the mask. Shen Shang immediately remembered the masked man who sold the blood amplifying spell to him. Yanju immediately painted the mask and saw the mask. Shen Shang and Yang Zhenming looked at each other and Yang Zhenming also saw the mask. The guy who took the auction with blood amplifying spell also had such a mask, I don't know if it's the same person. Yang Zhenming said. He's still in town. Where is it? I am going to find him. Shen Shang said. With junior sister, there is nothing wrong with it. At the Scorpio Hotel, Yang Zhenming said. You have to be careful, old Yan has me watching. Shen Shang left the city lord's mansion and went to the Tianju Hotel by himself. After he came to the Scorpio Hotel to inquire, he soon knew the masked person's room and then went upstairs. When he went upstairs, he released the illusory body and flew out and penetrated the room into it. The masked man sat on a table and didn't know what he was doing. He didn't find Shen Zhang's illusory body. This guy is mysterious. Shen Shang came to the door and changed his appearance, gently tapping the door. Who? The masked voice came from the cold voice. A friend, I am going to talk to you, I wonder if you are convenient. Shen Shang asked, and now he is not sure whether the masked person is a person who harms Yanju. The masked man came to open the door. After he saw Shen Shang, said with a sneer, it's you. What? Shen Shang didn't expect to change his appearance, but he would still be recognized. You were the one who bought my blood amplifying spell last time. Masked man said with a smile, don't think I'm so deceiving. Although it was recognized, Shen Shang didn't feel embarrassed, haha said with a smile, you are really amazing. I didn't think you were seen through it. Yes, I bought the blood amplifying spell and made you laugh. Chapter 3608, Mantra. The masked man opened the door and let Shen Shang come in. He didn't know that Shen Shang was the boss of Shen, who was only curious about Shen Shang, because it was not simple to get someone who bought XLOOX Tao Creation Saint Crystal to buy blood amplifying spell. Character. You haven't been to Legendary World Defying Realm yet? The masked man asked, signaling Shen Shang to sit down. You should be Legendary World Defying Realm. Shen Shang said with a smile. Little Bai who said before that this masked man is a cursed beast from the Tao creation ancient land. Since you know that I am legendary world-defying realm, you dare to come here to find me, said the masked man. If you don't dare, if you are in the city, you can't run. Shen Shang said with a smile. I am very curious, where did your crystal core get from? I got it from the Tao creation ancient land to kill the cursed beast. The masked man said calmly. Oh, yes. Shen Shang didn't believe it. Hey, love does not believe it. What are you doing for me? The masked man said. Nothing, then I will send you away. I just want to ask you, do you know anything about Supreme Evil Rune? Shen Shang asked, and at the same time, let little Baihu prepare for the shot. If the mask is going to be shot, she will immediately come out. Hearing Shen Zhang's words, the masked man was silent and stared at Shen Shang. How did you know about Supreme Evil Rune? And also know that there is a relationship with me? The masked man was silent for a moment and asked. He was surprised why Shen Shang knew about these things. I have a friend who was deceived, with a crystal core of Supreme Evil Rune, and almost turned into Evil Devil. Shen Shang said. I took the crystal core and he recovered. His memories are given to him by a person with a mask on his body, like your mask. If you don't take the crystal core away, your friend won't become Evil Devil, but become the Evil Road Evil Beast. The masked person said seriously. You should be very clear in your heart, the person who deceives your friend is not me. Quote. Yes, if it is you, I think the battlefield has been chaotic. Shen Shang smiled and said, but you must have a relationship with that guy. Yes, I really have a relationship with that guy. I am also looking for him. The masked man said. He violated our family rules, not only ran out of Tao creation ancient land, but also gave such dangerous things to people. To create chaos, I am coming to arrest him. How many crystal cores does he have? Shen Shang asked. If he has a lot, it is definitely dangerous. The crystal core is his own. After he took it down, it will be able to condense again after 10,000 years. The masked man said. If the success becomes the innovative evil beast, the innovator evil beast will be controlled by him. Quote. Yan Zhu was very dangerous and almost became the guy's slave. He hurt my friend, I must find him and kill him, Shen Shang said. I won't let you succeed, I will catch him and bring it back to the family. Masked man said with a sneer, and, you are not his opponent at all, you find him, only road to dead end. Quote. Your ethnic group is really dangerous and irresponsible. I actually let this kind of thing run out. If it happens to me, I will definitely kill him at all costs. Shen Shang stood up and walked to the door. Sighed. You better not let me find him first. I don't worry at all, because you are weak. Also, he is the son of my family's patriarch. I am honored. If you kill him, what are the consequences? You are responsible. The mask was taunted. Shen Shang walked out of the room. He didn't fully believe the mask. He walked out of the hotel and then hid it in a nearby place. The illusory body he released was still in the masker's room and was not found by the mask. This is really a strange ethnic group, and I don't know what kind of ethnic group. There is such a guy. Shen Shang said to little Baihu, Junior sister, have you ever encountered such a group in Tao creation ancient land? Quote. No, Tao creation ancient land is very big. I haven't been to many places. Little Baihu said. Senior brother, what are you going to do now? The fight is handed over to me, that's all right, you just have to find that guy. Little Baihu is very confident in his strength. Junior sister, you are so powerful, senior brother, I am really embarrassed. Shen Shang said with a smile. Which, the senior brother is amazing, so in a short time, I have earned so many Tao creation saint crystals, I don't have this kind of ability. Little Baihu but admires Shen Zhang's, she also knows in Tao creation ancient land the importance of Tao creation saint crystal, she also needs to find Tao creation saint crystal, knowing that Tao creation saint crystal is hard to come by. Shen Shang went back to the store, and the illusory body was still staring at the masked man. He handed over 200 divine pills to Hua Licking for sale, then let the knife go to the city lord's mansion and let Yang Zhenming arrange it. Shen Shang is worried about what is in the body of Yan Zhu and will be sensed by that guy, so let the knife help. Divine pill is still very good to sell. Every day, many people from major cities come here to buy. Originally, only a group of old fellows are the main people, but now there are many middle-aged people, because this will enable them to set foot on divine world defying as soon as possible. Realm peaks, which allows them to attack legendary world defying realm earlier. The guy is moving. Shen Shang suddenly saw the masked man full of going out of the room. He let the illusory body keep up. After the illusory body followed, Shen Shang was chasing behind. You have to be careful, keep the distance, don't be discovered by the other party, little Baihu said. Yeah, Shen Shang casts a counter strength to make himself invisible, which can hide a lot of breath and make it hard to find him. The masked man walked out of the hotel and got on a car, then drove on Great Dao and headed for the gate. He wants to leave the city. Shen Shang keeps the illusory body up, and he keeps a distance from the car. The car suddenly stayed on the street, only a few people masked the car, and then came down a few masks. These masks were on several cars. This guy is anti-tracking, Shen Shang said with a sneer. His illusory body can distinguish the breath, so he quickly locked the real masked man. The masked man turned back and went to the gate opposite the direction. After the masked man did not carry out anti-tracking means, directly out of the city gate. Shen Zhang's illusory body can fly, so I can keep up with it quickly. One day later, Shen Shang followed the masked man to a barren hill outside the city, and the car parked outside the cave below the mountain. Big brother, I know you are inside, you can come out. The masked man was loudly shouted. Shen Shang was shocked in the heart, and the masked man was actually the younger brother who had harmed Yanju. You can do it, find me soon. There was a burst of laughter from Gloomy and Cold. Follow me, you are young patriarch. If you let the tribe know that you are running out, father will be angry, said the masked man. Chapter 3609, Zhou Xingzi's decision. There was a laugh in the cave. I am so comfortable outside, why should I go back with you? We have such a strong strength, why should we shrink in Tao creation ancient land? I am coming out to revitalize our curse. Literati. Actually, what kind of mantra is the man? Shen Shang listened to this name, and knew that this group must have mastered many mantras. The masked man used to sell it with blood amplifying spell, and the young patriarch in the cave also got supreme evil rune to Yanju. You go back and tell father, I don't go back, I have the ability to let him come out and catch me. Young patriarch Ji said with a smile, of course, just rely on him, but I don't have the ability to catch me. Are you using supreme evil rune for others? Said the masked man, I will go back and tell this to father. How do you know about this? Is it because you broke my good deeds? Young patriarch yelled, rushing out of the cave. The young patriarch looks gentle and reserved, the skin is white, and the whole person is full of evil. It was just that someone found it early and saved it in time. Then the person remembered your mask and I was found. The masked man said, it seems that you are really making a curse against others. What about that? Hey, that guy knows too many things. Flame Mountain sect let me kill him. I just feel sorry, so I want him to be my beast pet. I didn't expect it to be destroyed. Young patriarch very angry. When the crystal core with supreme evil rune was broken by little Baihu, the young patriarch sensed it. Do you really want to go back with me? You are very serious about the evil spells of others. The masked man said. I said, it was the Flame Mountain sect that made me kill the old fellow. How about the ancestor relationship between the curse and the Flame Mountain sect? You don't know, I just waste, let that guy become me. Beast pet only, young patriarch said with a sneer. You honestly answered me, did you destroy my plan? Do you know, I need to condense a crystal core for a long time, you know it is me, also destroying my good deeds. I said, it's not that I broke. The masked man was furious, you don't go back, I go back. The masked man had just left. Young patriarch suddenly shot a black light, and immediately smashed the car into a chi mist, and the masked man inside the cart was also flew out and flew into a distant mountain. The masked man is young patriarch's younger brother, but the young patriarch is so ruthless. Young patriarch immediately chased it, and in front of his younger brother was a vicious attack, playing countless black gas rainbows, destroying the mountain. The masked man was lying on the ground and was bruised and bruised. Destroy my good deeds, go to hell. Young patriarch Ning said with a smile. Just at the moment he wants to shoot, little Baihu suddenly comes out of hidden jade villa. Three little Baihu put the young patriarchs around and released an invisible pressure wall to the young patriarch. The wall of the pressure wall was condensed by little Baihu with a pressure sword, and the moment that the pressure was pressed, the young patriarch smashed through the body. Who is it? The young patriarch screamed in pain. Junior sister, kill him. After Shen Shang gave little Baihu sound transmission, little Baihu released the strongest pressure and shredded the young patriarch directly into a black blood mist. Then Shen Shang released the produce fire flame and burned the remaining evil power. Did you really kill him? The mask of the masked man fell off. This is a very handsome man. His face is not as gentle and reserved as young patriarch, but it is full of coldness. I said I want to kill him. Shen Shang lightly smiled. You don't have to thank me, I am trying to kill him, not to save you. Hey, many thanks to save. Masked man coldly snorted. I didn't expect you to unexpectedly be the boss of Shen's boss shop, and it really deserved the name. The masked people didn't know Shen Shang, but they recognized three little Baihu. At first he heard how Mu Yijing died, and Mu Yijing is much stronger than him and his brother. After Xiao Baihu got rid of the young patriarch, he returned to Shen Zhang's hidden jade villa. Your brother is dead, you are now young patriarch. Shen Shang happily said with a smile, throwing this man a pill pellet, which was condensed with the power of regeneration. I don't want to be a young patriarch. The man ate the dan, and the wounds were much better. What is your name? Shen Shang thinks this man is good, although it looks cold. Zhou Xingzi. After you go back, will you tell this to father? Shen Shang said with a smile. I am really afraid of you cursing the literati, although I don't know how powerful this curse is. In any case, I can survive because you are shooting. I will go back and report this incident, you will be murdered, this is ungrateful, I can't do this in Zhou Xingzi. Zhou Xingzi coldly snorted and said, you don't think of me as Zhou Xingzi as the kind of despicable villain. I hope you can say it. Shen Shang said with a smile, do you still have supreme spell for sale? Sell one directly to me, convenient. No, I came out this time just to get rid of my big brother. By the way, I sold blood amplifying spell. I don't need it in the blood amplifying spell family, I just exchanged it for Tao Creation Saint Crystal. Zhou Xingzi said. It seems that your mantra masters many Tao Creation spells. Shen Shang said with a smile, it's better to go back and ask, what else is supreme spell, if you have another shot, come to me. You take the blood amplifying spell out of the auction, your community will definitely give you a target, let you buy at least, right? At least 60,000 Tao Creation Saint Crystal. I have already surpassed, so the rest of the Tao Creation Saint Crystal belongs to me. This is not my greed, but what I deserve. It is justified, Zhou Xingzi said righteously, for fear Shen Shang pointed out a little bit about his writing. Well, next time supreme spell, you come directly to me, we talk about a price that both parties are satisfied with, you don't have to buy or sell, but you have given a lot of Tao Creation Saint Crystal auctions, right? Shen Shang said with a smile, if you look directly at me, you will save this Tao Creation Saint Crystal. Okay, a word is fixed. Zhou Xingzi thought about it, so that he got more benefits and agreed. Shen Shang thinks this guy is very interesting, although it's cold, but it's not bad. Right, your brother said that you have a relationship with Flame Mountain Sect. What is going on? Shen Shang is worried that Flame Mountain Sect will rely on the strength of this mantra, which is not a good thing. It's a long story. In short, Flame Mountain Sect is not a good thing. These sects are not good things. I hate them, but father and elders treat them as guests. Zhou Xingzi is indignant. They have a lot of good supreme spell, but they don't get anything. They are really a group of pedantic guys. Chapter 3610. There are several other sects in Tao Creation Ancient Land. How about your mantras and their relationship? Shen Shang feels strange. The strength of your mantra should be strong, why are you going to please Flame Mountain Sect? Isn't the strength of your cursed genre not as powerful as Flame Mountain Sect? Zhou Xingzi was very angry with Shen Zhang's words. Fart, the strength of our mantra is the strongest in the Tao Creation Ancient Land, not to mention the Flame Mountain Sect, even if several sects in the Tao Creation Ancient Land add up, it is not our opponent. The mantra was so powerful that she was shocked by Shen Shang. Then why do you curse the literati to please Flame Mountain Sect? Your strength is really strong, you don't have to fear them. Shen Shang said with a sneer, but now, you seem to be in order to please them. It's the same as swallowing. Zhou Xingzi angrily said, how do I know what father thinks? In short, our curse is very strong, you are alchemy, and we also purchased our blood amplifying spell. How good should you be supreme spell? We curse the clan, we have more than 100 supreme spell, and the Flame Mountain Sect is only 30 or 40, are different people. In our curse, there are people who can master hundreds of supreme spells at the same time, and there are many who master dozens of them. Zhou Xingzi is very proud of this, he also knows the power of supreme spell, so he is very sure that their curse is not as bad as Flame Mountain Sect. Shen Shang always feels that the mantra has encountered something now, and he is very lacking in Tao Creation Saint Crystal, otherwise he will not sell it with blood amplifying spell. Seeing Shen Zhang's face stunned, Zhou Xingzi was secretly annoyed because he felt that Shen Shang was looking down on his curse. You don't have to be angry. I don't look down on your cursed people. I just think that you shouldn't continue to cooperate with the guy like Flame Mountain sect. You used to use the Supreme Evil Rune before, and you should have been treated by Flame Mountain sect. The impact, Shen Shang said. How terrifying Supreme Evil Rune is, you should be very clear. I hope that after you go back, you can reflect this with the elders in your family, otherwise you will regret it when you were ruined by Flame Mountain sect, Shen Shang said. I have long felt that Flame Mountain sect is very unreliable, but there is no way. My status is too low. People in the family can speak powerful people. They have a strong strength, so no matter what decision they make, the tribes feel that they are correct. Even if there is dissatisfaction, it is only a few, they can't do anything at all. Is your brother not a young patriarch? Does this mean that he is the future patriarch? Now that he is dead, and your father is patriarch, maybe you will be established as young patriarch, that is your chance. Shen Shang said with a smile. You are sent out to do things, it should be paid attention to by the family, you should not look down on yourself. Zhou Xingzi looked down and meditated. Although his elder brother died, he never thought that he would become young patriarch. Now he is mentioned, he suddenly has this idea. I know what to do. After I go back, I will try it out. Zhou Xingzi said, I will come back to you as soon as possible. Shen Shang lightly smiled, nodded, well, when you go directly to my shop that's all right. Zhou Xingzi was almost killed by his big brother before. If it wasn't for Shen Zhang's help, he would die very badly, so he was very grateful to Shen Shang, although Shen Zhang's previous attitude made him very angry, but he did not attack. Zhou Xingzi soon went far. This guy is a bit ambitious, although there is always a stinky face, but people are not bad, know the pictorial. Shen Shang said with a smile. Isn't it? Selling something for the family, and making a profit by yourself, it is obvious that he secretly earns Tao Creation Saint Crystal. Su Maiyao said. Shen Shang returned to Zanhuicheng. Yanju has recovered very well, but he is not at ease with himself, so he stays in the seal of the deep secret room. Senior Yan is fine, I am relieved. Shen Shang came out of the city lord's mansion and returned to the store. He then rushed to make Elemental Spirit Dan. Elemental Spirit Dan is a Dan who can improve on the peak of divine world defying realm. Although it can't guarantee breakthrough, this kind of Dan has certain effect. Shen Shang went back to the store and handed over some divine pill to Hua Licking and gave it to her. If a person named Zhou Xingzi came here, be sure to keep him and inform him immediately. Zhou Xingzi, if you come, chances are that you will come with Supreme Spell. Supreme Spell is so precious that someone can come up with an auction, which is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and Zhou Xingzi has promised Shen Shang, if the curse and Supreme Spell are for sale, they will sell it to him. I don't know how Tao Creation God Lord is going. Shen Shang wants to go to Tao Creation God Lord and ask him about the mantra. This mantra seems very mysterious and strong. Tao Creation God Lord, they must be well prepared before they come out from the high wall. They don't know when to wait, and Shen Shang wants to go in from the outside. It was difficult for him to succeed, but he caused ice. Jade Sect's vigilance became very difficult the second time. First think of the way to enter the legendary world-defying realm. Shen Shang does not want to be trapped in this realm like most people, the previous Azure Dragon Battle Emperor, seemingly innate talent, but in order to step into the legendary world-defying realm, willing to be a slave, see how difficult it is to get past that threshold. And Shen Shang wants to break through, and can only refine an unprecedented divine pill to break this dilemma. Now that he has a pill mark, he is more confident about it. He feels that he will succeed. If he succeeds, he can make the woman in Hidden Jade Villa go further. When he can do more, thing. Mai and Jing sisters, they have planted a lot of divine fruit, and the Yuan Zizhu has planted a large piece. Shen Shang in the secret room, the first is to burn the Yuan, to understand the characteristics of the Yu. The flame he released was not too strong, but he would enhance it a little bit. This is mainly to find out the limits of the flames that make the Zizhu. The creation of Zizhu is quite good. It can withstand such a strong flame. It is very long and has no deformation. It seems that I have to continue to enhance the flame. The flame released by Shen Shang is already his own limit. He wants the Scarlet Fire Divine Dragon to release the flame. His body can't bear the flame. he can only let the scarlet fire divine dragon out and put the flame on it. Inside heaven creation cauldron stove, then he is in control. Chapter 3611. Scarlet Fire Divine Dragon. After a large number of legend dragon fires, the scented hue was changed. It was originally purple. After the legend dragon fire burned a period of time, it turned red. In this way, Shenshang burned for several hours in a row, and the Zizhu was still same as usual, which was burnt red, and there was no other change, nor could it melt. Is it not enough for my flame? Shenshang was very depressed. You don't have to worry, only a few hours. The high-grade Tao creation divine medicine, is this herb so easy to be refining? He Fengyuan said. Generally growing to this realm's herbs, it is very powerful in itself, and like humans, it has been a lot of hard work to grow for so many years. Well, I have to be patient. Shenshang understands that his refining herbs is the hardest thing he has ever refining. He only burned it with the legend dragon fire. In the past, he burned some low-level herbs, so dozens of days, even months. Shenshang was very patient, so that Scarlet Fire Divine Dragon burned for more than 10 days. What made him wonder was that the original red bamboo that had been burnt red was now turned back to purple, exactly the same as actual. Fengyuan Dame, what is this? Shenshang hastily went to ask He Fengyuan. I don't know, you continue to smelt and look at it. Anyway, others can refine Dan with the Zizhu, you can. He Fengyuan said. Maybe my fire is not strong enough. Shenshang thought of Little Baihu. Little Baihu can accumulate a large amount of flames together and then press it into the object with powerful pressure. It is terrifying very much. She burned purple ice ape like this last time. Purple ice ape is a very hard burning guy, but it was burned to death by Little Baihu. Junior sister, you have to help, Shenshang said. Okay, I am idle, and it is very interesting to meet with senior brother. Little Baihu happily said with a smile. Shenshang got her into the time formation. Is it the same as before? Little Baihu asked. Shenshang had only let her help her, and her 3 clones were under pressure. Like burn ice ape, the herbs I encounter now are very difficult to burn. Shenshang said with a smile. How did you burn purple ice ape last time? How do you burn this herbs now, but in pill inside the furnace? Little Baihu nodded and was excited. When did it start? You can start now. The Shang Zizi, which was burned before Shenshang, has not yet been destroyed. He has to continue burning. Junior sister, how did you make the flames so strong? It seems that only enough pressure is not enough, Shenshang said. I used amplification spell and fusion spell to make the flame stronger, and then merged with my pressure spell. Little Baihu happily said with a smile. This is what I used to do when I was idle, so the flame the stronger the better. It's so powerful. When Shenshang used the legend dragon fire to burn it, he did not use amplification spell, mainly after the increase, the legend dragon fire could not be controlled. It is not easy for him to control the legend dragon fire now. If he is to control the legend dragon fire after the increase, he will be very hard. It's going to start, said Shenshang. Well, I am ready. Little Baihu nodded and couldn't wait. Little Baihu previously worked with Shenshang to refine divine pill. She is already very familiar with releasing pressure inside heaven creation cauldron stove, which does not require Shenshang to worry. Little Baihu began to release the pressure, so that the creation of the purple bamboo in all directions is pressure, the creation of the purple bamboo is lifted and suspended. Senior brother, it's up to you. Little Baihu shouted. Okay, this is coming. Shenshang controls the Scarlet Fire Divine Dragon and releases a flame. Little Baihu quickly absorbed the flame and used several Tao creation spells to make the legend dragon fire very violent. Although the legend dragon fire is violent, it can't break away from the pressure cover of Little Baihu. It is firmly shackled inside, and it is constantly squeezed into the creation of Zizhu. There was a reaction, and the saplings were split open. Shenshang was shouted. He continued to release the flame and let Little Baihu carry out the next smelting. Little Baihu saw the split open, and was very excited, releasing more pressure. Senior brother, this time to be stronger, directly break this thing. Good. Shenshang once again released a very violent legend dragon fire, which rushed into Little Baihu's pressure hood like a dragon. This time, the scented yew tree could not hold it, and under the strong flame and pressure shock of Little Baihu, it broke open instantly. After breaking open, the pill furnace swayed violently, and Shenshang and Little Baihu were shocked because they saw the broken yu into a liquid and unexpectedly formed a pattern in the pill furnace. Senior brother, did you refine the world-defying pill mark inside? Little Baihu asked in surprise. No, this is not the world-defying pill mark one I'm familiar with. Shen Shang also felt incredible, and he immediately told He Fengyuan and Xiao Shanglin. He Fengyuan and Xiao Shanglin come in immediately. After a while, He Fengyuan frowned and said, this Tao spirit pattern should be made by the Yuan Zizhu itself. Xiao Shanglin nodded. This is what the original Zizhu is born with, it should be called a drug line. What is the use of this medicine? Shen Shang alchemy has been in this situation for the first time in so many years. I don't know, you will give me this medicine first, I will go back to research, said Xiao Shanglin. Good. Shen Shang handed the scented Zizhu, which was turned into a medicinal grain, to Xiao Shanglin. At this time, the U-colored bamboo has been turned into a crystal, and the crystal grain after solidification. He Fengyuan said, when other alchemist refines the manufacturing of Zizhu, it will definitely not be the case. This is definitely because the two of you have joined forces to refine the shape of the medicine and directly turn into the most original medicine. Quote. So will other herbs have this? Asked Xiao Shanglin. I don't know, I think this should be a separate case. He Fengyuan said, Shanglin, you should go back and see what effect this medicine has. If it works, you may be able to use the medicine to combine world-defying pill mark. Quote. After He Fengyuan and Xiao Shanglin leave Shen Zhang's time formation, Shen Shang and Little Baihu will refining the Yuan Zizhu. Junior sister, this time we have to do better. Shen Shang said with a smile, with junior sister help, I am so much easier. Little Baihu smiled, and Shen Shang together alchemy, always encountered many interesting things. This time, Shen Shang and Little Baihu were more skillful in smashing the scented Zizhu. It took only a day before and after, which was very fast. After the scented Yu is broken, it immediately forms a drug pattern. At this point, Shen Shang is also somewhat guilty. He doesn't know how to continue. How to deal with this medicine? Shen Shang thought about his chin. The book is from the 17K Novel Network, the first time to see the genuine content. If wanted to destroy, Shen Shang wants to try it with Little Baihu and burn it like a crystal engraving. He Fengyuan said, it is best not to, this medicine should improve the quality of Dan, I think it is best not to destroy. I suggest you to refining the other two auxiliary herbs at this time. Then the two auxiliary herbs are used as the main body of the condensate, and finally the medicinal grain is compressed into a small size, which is embedded in the Dan of the genus Divine Fruit 5%. Shen Shang took a deep breath, it is very difficult to refining this medicine into a very small, and it is necessary to condense the pill mark. Now I can only try this way. Shen Shang feels that there is Little Baihu to help, this should not be too difficult. He took out the divine fruit and the divine fruit, and he went to burn himself. He worried that the two kinds of herbs were not strong enough and were crushed by Little Baihu's pressure. Shen Shang used the legend dragon fire to burn it. After a small period of time, it refining it, crystallizing it, and then making a collision to make the quality stronger. Finally, Little Baihu was pressed down. When it was almost the same time, Shen Shang put this aside and went to refine the medicine. Direct pressure, it may break, senior brother, first burn with a flame, Little Baihu said. I think so too. Shen Shang released the legend dragon fire to burn. After burning for a whole day, the medicine lines became a bit more flexible, and then Little Baihu released the pressure and carefully pressed the small medicine lines. Ensure that the drug lines are not deformed. This process needs to be very careful, and once the error occurs, the drug pattern is in vain. Shen Shang also has to control the flame very accurately to burn, the flame is too strong and too weak. If it is only me, I can't succeed. Shen Shang sighed, Little Baihu but a lot of power. We are senior brothers, it's great to be alchemy together. If there is no senior brother, I don't know how to do it. Little Baihu said with a smile, I should be like auxiliary herbs in alchemy. Shen Shang smiled and touched Little Baihu's head, junior sister is too modest. It took Xiao Baihu a full month to make the medicine small, very smooth and perfectly condensed on the Dan. In the end, the three kinds of herbs, such as the genus Zizhu, the genus Dioscorea and the divine fruit, were refining, and they merged together in a strange state. Shen Shang did the same thing for the first time. The quality of this Dan is already very high. Shen Shang can clearly feel it, but it is not over yet, but it is half done, and the remaining half is the pill mark. The pill mark is vital and can increase the quality of Dan several times. This may require a lot of Tao creation Saint Crystal. Shen Shang has such a hunch. Su Maiyao has refining a lot of divine pill, and she is also refining while she is playing. While Licking sold a total of 400 tablets, and Shen Shang gave Yang Zhenming more than 20,000, and there are 20,000 Dao at hand. Creation Saint Crystal. It should be enough. Shen Shang looked at his own Dao Creation Saint Crystal, his heart. Then he starts to condense engraving the pill mark. In the past, after the success of the pill mark, it was necessary to bleed into a large number of life forces. However, after Xiao Shanglin improved the pill mark, Shen Shang only needed to put Dao Creation Saint Crystal that's alright in Heaven Creation Cauldron Stove. The condensed plot pill mark was quickly completed. Starting to put in Dao Creation Saint Crystal. Shen Shang put in 1,000 Dao Creation Saint Crystal and then looked at the number of Dao Creation Saint Crystal with little Baihu. After the internal energy loss of Dao Creation Saint Crystal, it will become smaller and eventually dissipate. It didn't take long for the Dao Creation Saint Crystal to be much less. It's so fast, little Baihu exclaimed. One day later, Shen Tian Creation Saint Crystal disappeared completely. Shen Shang was psychologically prepared to know that this Dan needed a lot of energy, but he was also shocked and consumed thousands of Dao Creation Saint Crystals a day. Shen Shang continues to put in 1,000 Dao Creation Saint Crystal. It was another day's time being absorbed. In fact, Shen Shang saw that the Dan absorbed the Dao Creation Saint Crystal so fast, and the heart was still quite happy, which means that the Dan is very strong. 5 days passed and consumed 5,000 Dao Creation Saint Crystals. The Dan began to tremble at this time, and the pill mark became red and kept glittering. Successful. Little Baihu was shocked, she and Shen Shang refining a lot of divine pill, knowing what it was like after success, because she also participated in alchemy, so she was very fulfilled. Shen Shang nodded with a smile. Senior brother, you can try it out quickly. Little Baihu said. And, what is the name of this Dan? The name depends on the effect. I will try it first. Let's name it. Shen Shang said, take the Dan from the pill furnace, take it very heavy, small red pill pellet, unexpectedly heavy more than 100 pounds. Little Baihu is very much looking forward to the effect, and then I am thinking about the name. Shen Shang ate this Dan, only felt that the stomach was suddenly stuffed with heavy things, which made him a little uncomfortable, but the Dan soon had an effect, unexpectedly suspended in Dantian and then rotated rapidly. Unleashed a lot of red energy and rushed to him all over the body. Little Baihu can be seen at this time, Shen Zhang's entire face is very red, then the whole body is very red, even the eyes of Shen Zhang's eyes are red, it looks a little scary. Senior brother, do you have anything? Little Baihu was a little worried. I'm fine, very comfortable. Shen Shang said with a smile, this may take a long time to refining. Well, no problem, I will accompany you. Little Baihu said. Don't accompany me. Go to the master, or find Shui for a few days, I feel too strong. Shen Shang feels terrifying himself. Yeah, little Baihu listened to Shen Zhang's words and immediately walked out of time for formation. Shen Shang continued to refining the energy of the Dan. After 100 years, the Dan was still spinning in his dantian, pouring blood-red energy. At this time, the sudden change, the spewing out is no longer chi mist, but blood-red liquid. It's blood. Shen Zhang's heart shook, and a lot of blood poured into his fleshly body, blending with his original blood and infiltrating everywhere. A lot of blood came out of the Dan, constantly blending with his body's original blood, infiltrating into the muscles of the muscles, and quickly increasing the strength of his fleshly body. Good terrifying Dan, Feng Yuan is quite good, and the divine fruit and the Ziwan Daihua fruit can make a big reaction. Shen Shang felt with emotion. In this way, the Dan spurted a full 100 years of blood, and his body has been enhanced by 100 years of tempering of so many blood. Dan has become purple, and it is not finished yet. Shen Shang did not know when the energy of this Dan would be consumed. This Dan was really terrifying, and it was no wonder that it absorbed 5,000 pieces of Dao Creation Saint Crystal. The book is from the 17K Novel Network, the first time to see the genuine content. Chapter 3612. Shen Shang didn't know how long it would take to refining. It was so long. This Dan still released energy. It was originally red, and after turning purple, it released different energy. The blood energy released by the red 200 years ago made his fleshly body very strong. The fleshly body is powerful enough to be a condition for entering the legendary world-defying realm. What kind of energy is purple? Shen Shang suddenly jumped in his heart, only feeling that the soul was affected. Purple is to enhance the soul. He absorbed the purple energy for another 200 years and then turned white again. The energy released by white is poured directly into his divine sea, leading to his advanced by leaps and bounds of divine sea. This is the strength of strengthening divine sea. The white energy was also released for 200 years. Shen Shang only felt the three energy of his body suddenly gathered together, physical strength, soul's strength, and divine sea's strength unconsciously meet. The moment of fusion broke out a kind of terrifying breath. Legend. Shen Shang in one's heart trembled. He is very familiar with legend, because his scarlet fire divine dragon can release this atmosphere. Shen Shang thought that he would eat 10 or 8 of these dans, but now he can step into the legendary world-defying realm, and he is also scared. The heroes that Dan needs are not the highest level. The process of refining is very difficult, and it consumes a lot of Tao creation saint crystal. Shen Shang can control his own 3 moments of instant fusion to release legend, and he has a great improvement in all aspects, which means he has stepped into the initial stage of legendary world-defying realm. World-defying pill mark. Strength of junior sister clone. This is indispensable. I can't refine this kind of Dan. Shen Shang feels that little Bai Hu has helped a lot. She is legendary world-defying realm. Using the pressure spell, amplification spell, and fusion spell to enhance the flame of the scarlet fire divine dragon is the key. Then there are 5,000 Tao creation saint crystal. If other alchemists cannot bear to use so many Tao creation saint crystal, because once it fails, it is a huge loss. Shen Shang spent 600 years in the time formation, and 6 days later, Su Maiyao refines 1,000 divine pill. Divine pill, which was sold before, also has a lot of them. They are selling 150 Tao creation saint crystals. Now while licking is ready to start price reduction and drop to 100 Tao creation saint crystal. Junior sister, I broke through. Shen Shang said to little Bai Hu with a smile. Really? Little Bai Hu couldn't believe that Shen Shang had a Dan and stepped into the legendary world-defying realm. Look, Shen Shang released the power of world-defying legend directly. After Xiao Bai Hu felt it, he still couldn't believe it. Junior sister, you give this Dan a name, but you have a lot of strength to help me refine, Shen Shang said. It's called Legendary God Pill. Little Bai Hu thought about it, whispered, how about this name? Well, just use this name, then we can be busy. Shen Shang said, I will go to licking sister first, take a little more Tao creation saint crystal from her. Shen Shang handed over 1,000 divine pill to Hua Licking, and Hua Licking gave him 10,000 Tao creation saint crystal. Sister Licking, do you think I am different? Shen Shang happily said with a smile. What is different? Hua Licking looked at Shen Shang and shook her head. Shen Shang had a hidden atmosphere before, and then he released a little legend, and Hua Licking felt a scream when he sensed it. Hee hee. Shen Shang mysterious said with a smile. I refine a kind of Dan, named Legendary God Pill. I can eat this kind of Dan can break through, you can do the same. Wait for me to refine the second look, determine the efficacy of this Dan. Good. Hua Licking nodded excitedly, and if it did, it meant she could step into the legendary world-defying realm. There is a lot of Tao creation saint crystal needed to refine this kind of Dan. It takes 5,000 creation saint crystals. Shen Shang said. Licking, do you think this kind of Dan is sold? How many Tao creation saint crystal can be sold? Grain. I don't know, it's better to bring it to the auction. Hua Licking said. You can make a lot of Tao creation saint crystal, you have a lot of Tao creation saint crystal, now you have a lot of Tao creation saint crystal, now you are not missing. No, I am going to alchemy first. Shen Shang said that he still has about 25,000 or so, and he can refine 5. Shen Shang intends to let Su Maiyao step into the legendary world-defying realm, because she is also alchemy, she can refine divine pill faster, and Shen Shang does not know when Tao God Peak divine pill can be sold. If I can learn the clone spell, then. Shen Shang sighed, the clone spell is legendary spell, which is harder to learn than supreme spell. Little Bai Hu can master so quickly, mainly because she has a certain innate talent, and Shen Shang does not have such innate talent. I am afraid to learn more than 10,000 years to become. Junior sister, let's continue, Shen Shang said. Good. Little Bai Hu was very happy, and then re-engineered legendary God Pill with Shen Shang in the time formation. With previous experience, Shen Shang and little Bai Hu made a smooth and refined legendary God Pill, which he immediately handed over to Su Maiyao. After I stepped into the legendary world-defying realm, I was going to learn the clone spell from Xianglin. Su Maiyao said that she also knows the importance of the clone spell. I think you can learn pressure spell first. Shen Shang said. This may be easier to master. Master must have mastered pressure spell, and then let her help alchemy. That's alright, you go straight to learn the clone spell, you need the time as long. Shen Shang didn't dare to try it. Well, I am going to refining this Dan. Su Maiyao entered the time definition inside the refining. After Shen Shang came out, he came to the store and many people were lining up to buy divine pill. At this time, 50 Tao Creation Saint crystals were reduced, and more people came to buy them. It's so expensive to sell, and there are so many people to buy. It's obvious that divine pills demand is very high, which makes many pills shops very eye-catching. But Shen Zhang's is so powerful, and those shops don't dare to make troubles, they can only do their work. Many pills stores have alchemists who can refine the pill marked divine pill. They are very curious about how Shen Shang quickly refines so many pill marked divine pill, they can't do it. This is mainly because of the pill mark, because the pill mark can quickly absorb the energy of Tao Creation Saint Crystal and activate the pill mark. When refining the pill mark divine pill, the stage of awakening the pill mark is the most painful person head. Since Mu Yijing was directly killed by 3 little Baihus, many people are very awesome in the shop of Shen Bo, and even dare not speak loud voice here. But now someone is yelling outside. Big brother, big brother. Someone shouted outside. Everyone was sweating for this guy, so loud voice men at the door of Shen Bo's shop, it is very dangerous behavior. It's Longshuan. Shen Shang saw Song Longshuan yelling outside, and he was happy, and had Tylee went out to bring him in. The book is from the 17K Novel Network, the first time to see the genuine content. Chapter 3613. Song Longshuan's master is Luo Juyong. Luo Juyong's eldest brother is Tao Creation God Lord, and Tao Creation God Lord is a very powerful alchemist. Shen Shang always wants to enter the Ice Jade sect that asks for advice. Now Song Longshuan appears here. Tao Creation God Lord must have come to Tao Creation Ancient Land. Everyone saw Shen Shang bring Song Longshuan in, and he was shocked. This guy is really Shen Zhang's brother. Shen Shang took Song Longshuan to the backyard. Big brother, you are so powerful, divine pill, you're refining God. I heard about it very early. I met several guys in the Tao Creation Ancient Land who stepped into the peak of divine world defying realm. They all eat divine pill. They have been very admired for you, Song Longshuan exclaimed. That is, Shen Shang said with a smile. Longshuan, you master, how is their situation? Senior master, that is Tao Creation God Lord, he has come to Tao Creation Ancient Land, with dozens of legendary world-defying realm people, and he doesn't know where he came from. Song Longshuan said, so there is nothing wrong with me now. Is nothing wrong with you? Shen Shang felt weird. They have to fight, I naturally have to run far, that is the battle of legendary world-defying realm. I went to courting death. Song Longshuan sighed, but I was not good at fighting. For Longshuan, your senior master is Tao Creation God Lord. You must have mastered a lot of various spells in Danfang. Did he teach you something? Shen Shang whispered. Yes, he gave me a set of legendary spell, and several supreme spells. Song Longshuan snorted. But I am too stupid, I don't know when I can learn the legendary spell. Supreme spell has learned too. What is a set of legendary spell? Shen Shang frowned. It's a combination of several legendary spells. Song Longshuan shook his head. I can't figure out what it is, or I will give it to you. The legendary spell is too complicated, and it seems to be useless to me. It can't be enhanced strength. Shen Shang let Xiao Shanglin come out. Song Longshuan saw Xiao Shanglin and immediately gave Xiao Shanglin a salute. Senior hello. Song Longshuan listened to Ji Yutong and Luo Juyong who said that Xiao Shanglin's mantra innate talent is much better than him. You're welcome. Xiao Shanglin lighted with a smile. Song Longshuan took out the set of legendary spell, which is a total of 5 in a large crystal board. What is the use of this legendary spell? Xiao Shanglin looked at the legendary spell and couldn't make a deep breath because the legendary spell was very esoteric. Senior Master, he said, as long as you master these legendary spells, you can use this legendary spell in Tao Creation Saint Crystal to refine the Curse of the Soul Stone. The Curse of the Soul Stone can be engraved into various spells. Then, after eating the Curse of the Soul Stone, you can immediately learn the curse that is engraved in it. The premise is that the person who refines the Curse of the Soul Stone is powerful enough, said Song Longshuan. This is a good thing. Shen Shang exclaimed, if Xiao Shanglin succeeded in learning and refining the Curse of the Soul Stone, he would not have to work so hard to learn legendary spell. It's a good thing, but I can't learn it, and I'm not interested. Song Longshuan grinned. I want to learn something that will make me very strong. Big brother, I will give it to you, you help senior master. Come to Tao Creation Ancient Land, they are very grateful to you, so I will give it to you, they will not say anything. Longshuan, since you don't think it works, then I will accept it. Shen Shang said with a smile, I will also give you a gift in return. There is no return, it's all about yourself, so what are you doing? Song Longshuan is determined not to leave Shen Zhang's shop. The gift I gave will allow you to step into the legendary world-defying realm, do you really want it? Shen Shang said with a smile. After Song Longshuan heard it, his body shook. Is this true? Song Longshuan couldn't believe it. Shen Shang slightly released a little legend, I just eat the kind of Dan that just broke through. Big brother, you are so powerful, I want this kind of Dan. Song Longshuan was excited. Longshuan, your senior master should be very good. Can he refine this kind of Dan? Xiao Shanglin asked curiously. Your master and your Ji Yutong martial uncle are both legendary world-defying realm, they can break through, should Tao Creation God Lord help. Why doesn't he help you break through? Senior master is not very strong, he can be alchemy, but there are limits. Some Dan can't give it to people because he is Tao Creation God Lord. He can't destroy the rules he built. Master and martial uncle can break through. Mainly because he helped a little, if I arrived at realm, he would help me too. Longshuan said. After reaching the peak of divine world-defying realm, as long as everything is almost the same, senior master can help, many people it's all he helped. And that is, he can make people stronger by teaching some spells, and that's the way it is. As Shishu said before, Tao Creation God Lord's own strength is not too strong, and there are many restrictions, while Tao Creation God Lord's prestige is very strong. Big brother, you can refine this kind of Dan, too heaven-defying, haha, I Song Longshuan will soon enter the legendary world-defying realm. Song Longshuan is very excited. I need some time for alchemy. Shen Shang said. You are here, so that's alright, I will go to you alchemy first. Xiao Shanglin after entering Hidden Jade Villa, Shen Shang immediately ran to the secret room, and little Bai who entered the time formation of Su Maiyao. Su Maiyao is still refining legendary god pill. Master, do you have any plans now? Suddenly get this legendary spell, do you still learn the 2 legendary spells now? Shen Shang asked. I don't want to learn for a while, but I must learn in the future. The more legendary spell learns, the better. Xiao Shanglin said with a smile. If you can really refine the Cursed Soul Stone, I will directly put those 2 legendary spell I don't have to study so hard in the Curse of the Soul Stone. But there are 5 legendary spells in it. How long does it take? Shen Shang sighed. When you used to study the 2, it took so long, it would be too wasteful. It's a bit wasteful, but you have to know that if I learned the 2 legendary spells, it would be even harder for me to learn these 5, and I will learn these 5 legendary spells. It will be easy to learn the 2. Both you and Maiyao can quickly learn legendary spell, said Xiao Shanglin. Yes, said Shen Shang. Time, I don't have to worry about this. I already have a plan to refine a super time formation plate. Xiao Shanglin said. This is not difficult for me. I am going to refine now. Shen Shang has so many Tao Creation Saint crystals on hand, enough for her refining. The time formation plate he won from Wooden Mountain faction has been relatively low level, but it consumes very little and only needs Tao Creation Saint stone to run. Now Xiao Shanglin's super time formation plate definitely needs a lot of Tao Creation Saint crystal, and the time changes inside and outside will be very huge. The book is from the 17K Novel Network, the first time to see the genuine content. Chapter 3614. Chen Shang and Little White Fox quickly refined a legendary god Dan and Song Long Profound was still in the shop. Long Zan, finish the refinement. It will take around 1,000 years to finish. Chen Shang said. Wait a few more days, I'll lend you a time array. I don't need you to worry about that, big brother. I will think of a way myself. Thank you, big brother. The next time you see me, I will be world-defying stage legendary rank. Song Long Profound laughed and then left in a hurry, no one knew where he was heading to. Xiao Shanglin had already stopped learning the 2 legendary mantras and changed to refining them. It would be easier for her and her 2 clones to refine them together. While Su Maiyao was refining the legendary god Dan, he entered her time formation and quickly refined a legendary god Dan. After he refined 1 pellet, he would come out and receive the Tao Creation Divine Crystal that he obtained from selling the Peak Dan. A total of 50,000 Peak Dan S were sold out very quickly. Adding the 20,000 that Chen Shang had, he would have 70,000 Tao Creation Holy Crystals. However, Xiao Shanglan had given her 10,000 Holy Crystals when he was about to use the 5,000 Tao Creation Holy Crystals to refine the level formation plate. 60,000 Tao Creation Sacred Crystals is only enough to refine 12 of them. Chen Shang did not care about the Tao Creation's Holy Crystals, because he would be able to earn them very quickly after spending them all. The 12 Tao Creation Holy Crystals were quickly refined and given to the girls inside the Yuyao Mountain Villa to eat. There were only a dozen or so. Alright, from now on, you will all fully enter the world-defying stage legendary rank, laughed. After they step into the world-defying stage legendary rank, Chen Shang can do even more arrogant things in the future. While Licking also needed to go into closed-door cultivation, so Boss Shen's shop would be closed for the time being. This made many people who came to buy Peak Dan a little disappointed, but while Licking had posted a notice saying that he would open for business as soon as possible. Chen Shang still had 2 legendary God Dans in his possession, so he came to the city lord's mansion to look for Yang Zhenming. Yang Zhenming had been in the secret underground room for the past few days. However, when he arrived at the entrance of the secret room, he heard clear laughter coming from inside. Chen Shang pushed the door open and entered. He saw Yanju drinking and eating with Yang Zhenming and Fierce Blade. I thought something happened. Chen Shang was worried for nothing, but after that, he also joined in and started to eat and drink together. Chen Shang, I have already stepped into the world-defying stage legendary rank, so you sure know how to pick a time to celebrate here. Yanju laughed. What? You broke through. What's going on? Chen Shang, on the other hand, did not feel Yanju's legendary gas. Maybe it's because of the supreme evil scripture, that thing had let me gather a lot of energy. Yanju didn't know what was going on with himself. Anyway, I feel like I'm fine now. These few days, City Lord has been instilling legendary gas in me to help me break through. Senior Yan, City Lord is currently lacking manpower, you can stay here. Chen Shang said. No problem. Yanju readily agreed to it, which made Yang Zhenming very happy, and immediately toasted to him. Boss Shen, let me tell you something. Didn't Fierce Blade owe you the Tao Creation's Holy Crystal? I will give you 5,000 Tao Creation Divine Crystals, how about you let him stay here? Your junior is so powerful, and the strong blade is not in the shop, you can be at ease now. Yang Zhenming laughed. Alright, give me the Tao Creation's Holy Crystal. Chen Shang laughed. He was currently lacking Tao Creation Divine Crystals, so he did not refuse. Yang Zhenming did not expect Chen Shang to promise him so readily, so he immediately gave Chen Shang 5,000 Tao Creation Holy Crystals. Lai Dao, you have to follow the city lord from now on. Look at how generous he is. Chen Shang patted Lai Dao's shoulder, and poured Lai Dao a full cup of wine. Naturally, city lord is much better than that Mu Yijing. Lai Dao smiled. Chen Shang and Yang Zhenming's relationship was so close, if there was anything in the future, he would definitely take care of it. Did you notice any difference in me? Chen Shang smiled mysteriously. Fierce Blade, Yang Zhenming and Yanju sized up Chen Shang seriously, then shook their heads. I've stepped into the world-defying stage legendary rank. Chen Shang laughed, and then released a trace of the prideful aura. This caused Yang Zhenming and the other two to be extremely shocked. They knew very well that Chen Shang had just reached the peak of world-defying stage legendary rank not long ago, yet now he had stepped into the world-defying stage legendary rank again. How did you break through? Yang Zhenming rushed to ask because he had thought of a possibility. This. Chen Shang took out a legendary God Dan. My newly refined pill, legendary God Dan. Yanju and the other two stared at the legendary God Dan and sensed the energy coming from it. All of them took a deep breath. I knew you could do that. Yang Zhenming said. He had always thought highly of Chen Shang, believing that he would one day be able to concoct a pill that would allow people to quickly enter the world-defying stage legendary rank. But now that Chen Shang had really done it, he was in disbelief. Fierce Blade could accept it, because he broke through after eating the pill refined by Chen Shang. He toasted to Chen Shang. City Lord, do you want it? Give me a price, I'll sell these two to you. I'll refine some for auction in the future. Chen Shang laughed. You have to give me a fair price. 15,000 Tao Creation Holy Crystals per pellet. For the time being, I only want one pellet. Yang Zhenming said. What do you think about this price? In fact, the price wasn't low, because even if someone were to step into the world-defying stage legendary rank, they might not be able to earn that much Tao Creation Divine Crystals in a short amount of time. Therefore, most of these pellets were either purchased for their own descendants or given to the core disciples. Great powers only earned the Tao Creation's divine crystals and were able to rely on the power of the entire organization to annex and destroy the other powers. In this way, they could plunder a large amount of Tao Creation's divine crystals. Alright, I'll sell you, Chen Shang said. Yang Zhenming gave Chen Shang 15,000 Tao Creation holy crystals. Contact me whenever I auction it. I'll help you advertise. Yang Zhenming laughed. If I auction this Tao Creation divine pellet, it will definitely be higher than the price I give you. City Lord helped me so much, it's nothing. Chen Shang said. You can't put it that way. You've helped me a lot. Yang Zhenming felt that being able to meet Chen Shang was the smartest decision he made in his life. Let's talk about it in a few days. City Lord, do you have any spies in Tao Creation Ancient Place? Is there any news from inside? Chen Shang asked. In the depths of Tao Creation Ancient Place, there are many forces. There are spies, but they didn't enter any deeper. It's too dangerous inside, Yang Zhenming said. If a huge battle were to break out inside, it might affect the outside world, and once a war starts, the losses would be heavy. Those large powers would come out and recruit people, or use the rest of their power to rule over everyone outside the Tao Creation Ancient Place. This book is from the 17K web page, the first time you look at the original content. Chapter 3615. Yang Zhenming was deeply worried when he thought of the bad situation in Tao Creation Ancient Land. The giants in Tao Creation Ancient Land were not something he could shake. If the 7 mountains and the factions really wanted to occupy these cities, they could not resistance. City Lord, have you heard of the Curse family? Shen Shang asked. Never heard of it. Yang Zhenming shook his head. Shen Shang now wants to know the situation in Tao Creation Ancient Land. He can only wait for the news of Song Longxuan. Although he is already legendary world-defying realm, he does not want to go in. The situation inside is definitely very complicated, but it is only complicated. No fluctuations to the outside. If there is really a lot of movement inside, the spies I have arranged outside will definitely be able to detect them, and so on. See the news they have sent back, Yang Zhenming said. Good. Shen Shang and a few of them had finished drinking and hurried back to the store, only Feng Lanyi stayed here. Boss, you are finally back. There is a weird guy coming to you. I originally asked him to wait. But when he learned that you were not there, he said that he would come back 2 days. Feng Lanyi said. This guy carries a mask, should be the guy you told us before. Zhou Xingzi. Shen Shang nodded. I will not go out first these 2 days, wait for him here, I will go to alchemy. If he comes, you will call me. It is good. Shen Shang entered the secret room and continued to refine legendary god pill. He now suddenly wants to make this kind of Dengong public. Because it is so amazing, it is easy to bring in the powerful 7 Hills factions, especially the Wooden Mountain faction. Will be intensified to find his trouble. He thought about it carefully and finally decided not to publicly sell legendary god pill. Nowadays, the situation in Tao Creation Ancient Land is so complicated. The 7 mountain factions may want to exaggerate their strength. When they know that he has legendary god pill, he will be even more uncomfortable. Although Tao Creation God Lord will help him, the strength of Tao Creation God Lord makes him less reassured, but Tao Creation God Lord has to face 7 super sects. First refine and say something, it will definitely come in handy in the future. Shen Shang and Little Bai who refined 4 pieces in one go, and his Tao Creation Saint Crystal was also spent 7 or 80, refining legendary God Pill very much. It consumes Tao Creation Saint Crystal, and he can't sell it for the time being, and can only make up for it by Divine Pill. Shen Shang didn't have much Tao Creation Saint Crystal. He could only walk out of the secret room and come to the store and saw Zhou Xingzi here. Is it so fast in 2 days? Shen Shang said with a smile. Zhou Xingzi said that he would come back 2 days later, but he did not expect to come now. I have something important to look for, so I am back and decided to wait for you here, Zhou Xingzi said. Boss, I originally wanted to call you, but he said that he would not bother you alchemy. Feng Lanyi felt that Zhou Xingzi was very contradictory. He had something to look for when he was looking for Shen Shang. He was definitely anxious to meet, but she was not allowed to go. Look for a call. Shen Shang took Zhou Xingzi to a quiet small hall in the backyard. Is there supreme spell? Shen Shang whispered. Not yet. Zhou Xingzi sighed. You killed my brother, my people are very angry, they are coming to find you trouble, saying that you are going to take your punishment. You told them that I killed your brother. Can't you hide it? Shen Shang said with no anger. I want to hide, but they used some strange spells. I have observed from my memory that I have witnessed the process of my brother's death. Zhou Xingzi is very helpless. How can your memory be viewed casually? The method of the mantra also shocked Shen Shang. Do you have no privacy? This is not because it matters, so I have to cooperate with them. They will not see my other memories. Zhou Xingzi also felt that this was a trouble. Did you father didn't see your brother killing you? Shen Shang said again. I can save you. I saw it, but he said that it was two different things. Zhou Xingzi was very helpless. So, you can run now, they may be on the road, and they may have to enter the city. Well, how many people are they coming from? Shen Shang asked. How are they going to deal with me? Probably two of them are the best players in our cursive literary family. Although they are very young, they are stronger than me. They are legendary world-defying realm middle stage. Zhou Xingzi said. Let's go. Well, many thanks, said Shen Shang, then took Feng Lanyi to the city lord's mansion immediately. Shen Shang told Yang Zhenming about the mantra. This group of guys is really not something. It is obviously the fault of the young patriarch. If you kill him, you will kill him. They are still reasonable. Yan Zhu is very angry. Shen Shang, you are afraid of what they are doing, we are here, kill them directly. Shen Shang lightly smiled. When did I say that I was afraid of them? You don't have to shoot, City Lord has the whole battle of Wei Wei, which makes me fight, that's alright. I will leave when I move, they also can't find me. Do you really do it yourself? Yan Zhu was a little worried. Trust him, Yang Zhenming he smiled. Isn't that the two legendary world-defying realm middle stage guys? He can handle it. Yang Zhenming can see the strength of little Baihu, but it is very terrifying, and it can easily destroy Mu Yijing by himself. He still remembers it now. The knife has also been seen, so he does not doubt Shen Zhang's strength. I just left for a while. To be honest, this mantra is quite arrogant, and it is very close to the 7 schools. I have to take the opportunity to find out their strength. Shen Shang said. Now they are coming. 2 core disciple, that's best. After Shen Shang and Yang Zhenming, they went back to the store and left a wooden sign in the shop. They carved some words on it and said that they were waiting for them in a place outside the city. Some of the words that insulted them were engraved on it. After doing this, Shen Shang went out of the city and waited until the curse was in a good place. Did they really come? Asked little Baihu. Reassure, they must come back, just don't know when to come. Shen Shang said with a slight smile. These guys of the curse family are more or less grotesque, especially those who rarely the guys who are in contact with the outside world. If they see someone so insulting them, even if they don't have legs, they will climb with their hands. Shen Shang is now legendary world-defying realm, plus the strength of his Scarlet Fire Divine Dragon. He is not afraid of the other side, he thinks that the other party is more powerful as the mantra. The masters in the mantra family must have mastered a lot of supreme spell, maybe legendary spell, which is what Shen Shang needs to pay attention to. Shen Zhang's location on the wooden sign is far from the battlefield, and those who take the fastest speed can take several days to arrive. The book is from the 17K Novel Network, the first time to see the genuine content. Chapter 3616. During this time, Su Maiyao Bai Yu will be able to refining the legendary God Pill and step into the legendary world-defying realm. The strength of his side will be stronger, and there is no need to worry about the 2 men of the mantra. Access. After Shen Shang waited for a few days under a high mountain, she really felt the too arrogant atmosphere. The man of the curse did not hide his breath. It's really 2 young people. It's so easy to get angry. Shen Shang happily said with a smile, from the breath with endless anger, I can feel that the other person is coming with anger. If you want us to take it, let's talk about it, Su Maiyao said. It's enough to let Sister Yu and Master and Junior Sister shoot. Shen Shang said with a smile, what are you doing inside, just do it. The female in Hidden Jade Villa has already entered the legendary world-defying realm, especially Xiao Xianglin. She can release 2 clones, and also masters the pressure spell, and little Baihu's strength is almost the same. Bai Yu has a very good grasp of devil art. After entering legendary world-defying realm, the power of those devil art will definitely be stronger. You are Shen Shang, the man of the mantra came, and the 2 young men were full of anger. No, said Shen Shang. Shen Shang is at the top of the mountain. Shen Shang has changed her appearance. Although the 2 young people have his portrait, they can't recognize it. When they learned that Shen Shang was at the top of the mountain, he immediately rushed up, but after reaching the top of the mountain, he saw a sign and insulted them, so angry that they screamed at the top of the mountain. Opening parenthesis single quote. The two young men of the curse race immediately rushed down the mountain. Where is Shen Shang? The young man with a square face screamed. Don't say, I'm going to tear you off. I don't know. Shen Shang pretended to look like a fear. I don't know. Then I will pull off one of your arms first. I don't know if you know. The young man in the face was murderous aura, and when he walked over, he would grab Shen Zhang's arm. He grabbed Shen Zhang's arm and found that he had caught the air. Haha, you are really two living stupid kings. Shen Shang laughed in the distance, just because he released the ratman, unexpectedly deceived them. Shen Zhang's face, which they looked at not far away, is gradually changing. They immediately understand that the person who just scammed them to the mountain is Shen Shang. They came here and actually put Shen Shang together. It seems that we don't have to bring you back to the punishment. Here we have to get you to tear down the meat on your body. Another thin young man was covered with wine, then the square-faced youth rushed to Shen Shang. They had just rushed over, and suddenly was washed back by a pressure, and then there was a strong pressure in all directions, trapping them in the middle. Xiao Xianglin and Little Baihu have long been hidden nearby, releasing clones, using pressure spell and amplification spell together to form several pressure walls, encircling the youth of the two curse families. It's pressure spell, it's a very strong supreme spell, we don't have a curse, and there's a legendary spell. The square-face youth was surprised. Sister Yu, let's go together. Shen Shang shouted. Bai Yu immediately came out of hidden Jade Villa and worked with Shen Shang to deal with a person. They used a magical spell in the distance. They also used amplification spell to enhance the bones and strengthen them into Xiao Xianglin and Little Baihu. Among the pressure spell, Little Baihu and Xiao Xianglin used fusion spell to put the two bones into their pressure, and strengthened the bones and magic into the body of the two people. This is what Shen Shang has already predicted. He is very clear about pressure spell. When Little Baihu was used, it was very easy to push the flame into Mu Yijing's body. The man who cursed the literary family, the body is stronger, and will not be much stronger than Mu Yijing. They are only using the mantra at the most, so Shen Shang is going to preempt, let Little Baihu and Xiao Xianglin release clone, which is equivalent to 6. Individuals use pressure spell at the same time, and then with him and Baiyu use bones, you can quickly push the bones into the other body. What is this strength? My bones are disappearing, one screamed. Wise too, he wants to kill us. Shen Shang said with a smile, you are coming to kill me, how are you so weak? You are too weak. Shen Zhang's ridicule made them even more angry, but at this time they were more fearful because they didn't have the strength to fight back. Sister Yu, they just give it to you, said Shen Shang, when Feng Ka also came out of hidden Jade Villa, holding the golden needle, just in case. Xiao Xianglin and Little Baihu took the pressure back and stood behind Bai Yu, who could protect her at any time. Shen Shang sealed the two with divine mirror of 6 paths. The other party is from the curse, so they have to deal with it very carefully, lest they be killed. Bai Yu has trained to grasping soul devil curse, and now she has to pump all the mantras mastered by these two people. Is there? Xiao Xianglin asked a little radical. Yes, Bai Yu nodded, but they all learn the same. Can you get out of their spells? Shen Shang asked. Yes, it's not a problem. Bai Yu started running engulfing devil art. The man suddenly felt the soul was very painful. It seemed to be tearing. He often tore the body of others and always thought it was the most painful, but now he only knew that the tear of the soul was the most painful. Bai Yu was completed very quickly, and then Shen Shang released world-creating fire and burned the bodies of the two men. The guy who cursed the literati has a little more. Shen Shang said with a smile. Zhou Xingzi has not sold supreme spell to you, but it brings these two guys, which is equivalent to directly giving you supreme spell. Xiao Xianglin said with a smile, then Bai Yu will pass the memory of supreme spell, give it to him. It's a pity that it's not so easy to master. Master, then you have to look at you. Shen Shang said that if Xiao Xianglin can really refine the cursed soul stone, he can easily master supreme spell and legendary spell. After returning to hidden Jade Villa, Bai Yu immediately passed the memory of her devour to Xiao Xianglin. Good guy, 4 supreme spell, a lot. Xiao Xianglin said, I haven't mastered that much. It is very good to be able to use 4 supreme spells. Sister Yu, do you know how the mantras go? You devour their memories, should you know some secrets about Tao creation, ancient land and mantras? Shen Shang asked. The mantra is a very strange group. Even the young people who curse the clan do not know how the mantra originally came. They only know that the mantra and the primogenitor of Tao creation are very big. The relationship. Bai Yu said. Chapter 3617. He went to Tao creation ancient land now to find Shishu and went to see the situation in Tao creation ancient land. Although he didn't want to go now, he couldn't help it. Now he is stared by the curse and can't continue staying in the battlefield. He can only go to Tao creation ancient land to see. By the way, ask Shishu to ask. The guys of the mantra are born with supreme spell. The two guys in my devour are a pair of brothers. The supreme spell they inherit is from their parents. Bai Yu said, so they have supreme spell is the same. And some cursed people, born with a supreme spell, this is the innate talent. The young patriarch that you killed, he is born with two supreme spell. Shen Shang sighed. It's a pity. When Bai Yu had not yet entered the legendary world defying realm, Shen Shang did not think about letting Bai Yu go to devour young patriarch. The strength of the mantra is still very strong, but they have restrictions. If you have enough supreme spell, they can't leave Tao creation ancient land. Bai Yu added. And Yanshan, door, seems to have a way to make them break through restrictions, so they will be at the Yanshan, door. But many years have passed. Yanshan, door, did not succeed in getting them out of Tao creation ancient land, so some young people in the curse family are against the mountain, door, is very dissatisfied. The young people can come out, the two guys who were killed by us are still very strong. If they come out, they will definitely dominate the party, Shen Shang said. No, they can't leave the Tao creation ancient land for a long time, so there are still some restrictions. Bai Yu said. But one thing is very strange, that is, young patriarch has left Tao creation ancient land beyond the time limit. Yanshan's door, said Shen Shang. The young patriarch was instigated by Yanshan's door to deal with Senior Yan. It seems that Yanshan's door really masters the method of limiting the spell's breakthrough. Actually, I can see from the memories of the two guys that Yanshan, door, seems to hold the lifeline of the curse, otherwise the strength of the curse is so strong, it is impossible to obediently listen to Yanshan, door. Bai Yu said, it's just that the young people in the curse family don't know what it is. I'm afraid only the old people of the curse family know. I am going to find Shishu, he may know a little. Shen Shang has entered the Tao creation ancient land. He can see Tao creation ancient land in the air, and the great war that worried him did not break out. Come out. It's back. Little Bai Hu came out of hidden jade villa and stood on the top of the divine mirror of 6 paths. The face was full of emotions. She walked out and saw the world outside, without her. As good as I imagined, like the Tao creation ancient land, it is a world of weak, meat, food. So the quiet inside hidden jade villa made her feel the most comfortable and warm. Shen Shang was familiar with the light road, came to the vicinity of Stonehenge where Shishu was located, and released the illusory body to find Shishu. Shishu, as usual, sits on a stone. Shishu, I am coming again. Shen Shang said with a smile. Your illusory body seems to be a lot stronger, I can't sense it. Shishu surprisedly said. Did you step into the legendary world defying realm? Yeah, hee. Shen Shang said with a smile. I thought it would break out of great war, but I didn't expect it to be so calm. You brat, breakthrough is really fast. Stone 79 Xiao F smiled. The more calm, the more terrifying, it is impossible to calm down here. Uncle Shi, Tao creation God Lord has come to see you. He has already arrived at Tao creation ancient land, said Shen Shang. No, he is not useful to come to me, because I can't help him unless he has the blood of the 8 aces. Shishu sighed. I am now limited by this ancestor contract map. I didn't expect the other 7. The ancestor would be so shameless. Is there a possibility that the 7 major factions will break through the ancestral contract map? Shen Shang is very worried about this matter. If they are successful and get a lot of resources, Tao creation God Lord will be suppressed again. Nothing. Shishu shook his head. Yes, Shishu, have you heard of the mantras? These guys are very close to Yanshan's door. Shen Shang said, he suspects that Yanshan, door, gets various spells from the curse. It is very likely that it is to break the ancestral contract. Shishu heard this and suddenly shocked. How do you know the mantras? These guys should be extinct. Shishu shouted. Shen Shang immediately told Shishu that he had encountered the mantra, including his killing of young patriarch. This is not good. The mantra is a special group. When the primogenitor of Tao creation created a variety of mantras, in order to find some helpers, they created such a group of people, they are cursed, and they are inside. There are certain bloodlines of Tao creation God Lord, so they are more skillful to Tao creation spell. The 8 primogenitor of Tao creation have mastered a variety of different mantras, and these mantras are also the key to building the ancestral contract map. At the beginning, for the absolute sturdiness of the ancestral contract map, they proposed to kill this group and master them all. The curse of the mantra. But now it seems that something has definitely happened in the beginning, causing the mantra to still exist. I guess this is the ghost of the primogenitor of Tao creation of Yanshan Gate, so he can ask this group of mantras to help. They are busy. Shen Shang heard Shishu talking about this past event and felt the serious sex of the matter. The use of the curse was actually so huge. The mantra is limited. People who have too many supreme spells can't leave Tao creation ancient land, and those who have little control can't leave too long if they want to go. Shen Shang said. Who is this to them? Limits. Of course, the ancestors, when they created this group of people, worried that they would run, so made this restriction. Of course, it is easy to lift the restrictions. Shishu said. Shen Shang thought of Little Baihu. Little Baihu ate a Dan of the Tao creation God Lord, the restriction was lifted, and the actual Yanshan door could really lift the restrictions of the mantra. Shishu, this can't be done. Shen Shang said. If the Yanshan door breaks the ancestral covenant map, how is this? Afraid of anything, there is me. If they really break open, they may not be able to beat us. At the beginning, Tao creation God Lord has many powerful friends in the ancestral contract map. Shishu said with a smile. I may see you when I get there. Yanshan's door, they will definitely consider this, so they won't let this happen, they will definitely seal you. Shen Shang said. Shishu, how can this be done? Tao creation God Lord must know this, he can only see him. Shishu laughed. He has nothing to worry about, anyway, he was trapped here. Shishu, I want to go to the curse to explore, Shen Shang said. Alright, but you have to be careful. The guys who master all kinds of powerful spells are very strong. I have to be careful with them. Shishu warned repeatedly. Chapter 3618. The mantra is also in the Wanshan area of the Tao creation ancient land. It is far away from here and hidden in the deep mountains. They hollowed out the mountain side of the mountain. They are usually in the mountain side. If they go straight in, they definitely don't know that there is a group hidden inside. Shen Shang is already on the road. Of course, he will not enter the area where the mantra is located. The mantra is very strong. They just care about the Flame Mountain sect. If they are anxious, even a few other sects, joining hands is not their opponent. This curse has such a strong strength. If they walk out of Tao creation ancient land, don't know what will happen. Shen Shang is worried about this because the curse family has been annihilated and must be resentful against the world. It's no surprise that they have done a lot of devastating things. On the way to the curse, Shen Shang flies low in the mountains and travels to the deeper places as quickly as possible. Xiao Shanglin has not yet learned the supreme spell that she just got. It takes a certain amount of time to learn supreme spell. She is now eager to refine the super time formation plate. Master, how strong are those supreme spells? Shen Shang asked. It's all type of battle, it's not for you alchemy. Xiao Shanglin said. How strong is it? I don't know it now, I have to master it. Shen Shang has been on the road for several days, and is closer to the mantra. He immediately stopped flying and came to the ground. On the next journey, he had to climb the mountains. The mantra is very sensitive to Tao creation spell. If flying, the breath released by flight spell will definitely be felt by them, and the man of the curse will definitely patrol nearby. Shen Shang does not want to be in other people's territory. They have a conflict. When he came to the ground, he walked in the forest. Suddenly saw several large trees and had a map of the 8 ancestors. This is to tell him that there are very dangerous places nearby. So many of the 8 ancestral contract maps. Before Shishu's sight, there were not so many. Shen Shang stopped immediately, and he can only bypass this place now. He spared a large circle and found that in the vicinity of this area, unexpectedly found many ancestral contract maps. He already understood that there were many things hidden in this area, but they were all sealed by the ancestral contract map. I use illusory body to explore. Shen Shang couldn't help but curious, release the illusory body and go out for exploration. The illusory body is released by supreme spell and has a certain curse. If you don't want to see what is hidden around it, he will not release the illusory body, which will lead to the mantra. People. It's best not to last too long. Bai Yu said. The man of the mantra is very sensitive to all kinds of mantras. As long as they sense that there is a certain mantra strength fluctuation, be sure not the spell they are familiar with, they will come immediately. These are the things that Bai Yu learned from those memories. Know it. Shen Shang let the illusory body fly quickly and enter a mountain. He just wanted to turn over the mountain, but saw the ancestral contract map on a stone under the mountain. The illusory body flew into the mountain and saw several corpses on the road. Those bones are very strong. Shen Shang was very surprised. Look at the strength, at least the people of legendary world-defying realm, they actually died inside. Is it a mantra? Shen Shang continued to let the illusory body go in. Until now, the illusory body has not found any danger. Is it only when people enter this area that they will trigger the killing formation? Shen Shang observed through the illusory body, and found nothing, and there was no one stationed in the Stonehenge. Tao Creation Ancient Land has a lot of places where there are 8 ancestral contract maps. It shouldn't be where people are. Bai Yu said, it's almost enough. Your illusory body is released for a period of time. Well, I will take it back. Shen Shang still wants to continue to explore, but for the sake of safety, he can only give up, take back the illusory body, and wait for a while to explore. On the way he took back the illusory body, he noticed some movement, which was the sound heard by the illusory body. The illusory body has already flown out of the area, and now I hear a voice coming from it. It is obvious that someone is coming to the illusory body. The man of the mantra. The guys are really strong in the mantra. Shen Shang used space-time power to move the illusory body and quickly rushed. This is because he sensed more than a dozen strong legends through the illusory body. The mantras are proficient in various mantras. They must have a strong time for formation. This allows them to cultivate a large number of experts in a short period of time. The young patriarch and Zhou Xingzi he met before are both legendary world-defying realm. The people patrolling around here are also legendary world-defying realm. They flew up. Shen Shang sensed that the breath came from the air. It was only a dozen breaths before, but now it has become more than 20 shares. There are a lot of legendary world-defying realm among the mantras. Bai Yu said, if they are very tight, they may have to face them. They have so many people and don't want to play with them. Shen Shang also has a lot of legendary world-defying realm, just the breakthrough, and the above, there are several middle stages. That's a new mantra, we must find that guy. Someone was loudly shouted, and Shen Shang had stopped and used the anti-strength to hide. Shen Shang heard this, and a few words in his heart, this group of people is unexpectedly so desperate for the new mantra. Some of the mantras were created in the past, and these mantras will produce new mantras. These mantras are also quite a lot, and the mantras are very eager to master all the mantras. Bai Yu said, in order to collect new spells, they will do whatever they can. They see me as prey, and they are also prey in my eyes. Shen Shang happily said with a smile, Bai Yu devour spells work, so he can get them by grabbing these people. Mantra. To find it separately, he must not be able to run. It should look like a curse beast. The leader was shouted. Shen Shang is just standing still and will not be found. Someone is close. Shen Zhang's secret surprise, looking for a split, means they are going to be dispersed, which is a great opportunity for him. The man was getting closer and closer, and Shen Shang was shocked. It's Zhou Xingzi, how did this guy come? Shen Shang saw Zhou Xingzi's face, and his heart snarled. If other people of the curse, he would definitely start immediately, and Zhou Xingzi is still pretty good. Give him a briefing. Zhou Xingzi, how come you are in this place? Shen Shang immediately gave Zhou Xingzi sound transmission. Chapter 3619. Zhou Xingzi hearing Shen Zhang's voice, it is much more surprised than Shen Shang. Shen Shang unexpectedly will come to their curse. He had previously ventilated Shen Shang, letting Shen Shang avoid the 2 people who came to chase him, just to make Shen Shang safe. But now Shen Shang went to their curse, and there are still a lot of ancestral contract maps, but it is very dangerous. This should be what I asked you to be, right? Zhou Xingzi immediately responded, you'd better leave here immediately. If they are found by them, it will be a big problem. Afraid of what? They are a group of pigs, can't find me. Shen Shang said with a smile. So, I am also a pig. Zhou Xingzi coldly snorted, if not Shen Shang gave him a sound transmission, he certainly did not know Shen Shang is here. You think so? I can't do anything. Shen Shang haha said with a smile. I didn't expect that I mistakenly hit it, unexpectedly came to the territory of your mantra. How did you come here? We curse the literary family is very deep, you can come here. Zhou Xingzi is very puzzled, usually only the curse will come, if someone comes, most of them are Flame Mountain sect, other people will hardly come to this place. I am not trying to hide this. I didn't expect to find such a place unexpectedly. Shen Shang sighed, he couldn't let Zhou Xingzi think that he was coming to the curse. Then let's leave, it's really dangerous, not just us cursing the literati, there are other things. Zhou Xingzi said. Right, the two guys who went to deal with you last time actually died. Quote. Really, how did you die? Shen Shang asked. I don't have a dead body, I don't know who killed it. I don't know where I died. Now the whole mantra is discussing this matter. The top leaders of the family jumped up and said that they should check it out. This thing, Zhou Xingzi sighed. In any case, they will blame this on your head, so you should be careful. Well, I am leaving now. Shen Shang nodded. Now he has dispelled the idea of mixing into the mantra. The mantra must be very strict. He originally wanted to let Zhou Xingzi bring in and see Zhou Xingzi this reaction, that is impossible. Shen Shang was about to leave, and suddenly heard the shouts like a dog, but the sound was more sullen and low, sounding like a giant dog was arrogant. Come on, they found you. Zhou Xingzi hastily gave Shen Shang sound transmission. That is the soul-seeking hunting dog of our curse, and the dog can sense it as long as the soul of the living nearby fluctuates. Quote. That's gone. Shen Shang hastily ran wildly. Zhou Xingzi, you almost died, you know. Patriarch arranged the waist like you, it really dragged our hind legs. The middle-aged roar with a hunting dog, then ride the black dog, as tall as a horse, ran wildly. While Shen Shang was running, he heard the screams from all directions. This soul-seeking hunting dog is definitely a lot among the mantras. His uncle, this group of guys is really not easy to provoke. Shen Shang is now even more afraid to enter the curse race, and now just outside the curse, they are so dead by this group of guys. Soul-seeking hunting dog comes from all directions, the hunting dog itself is not strong, but the people riding on the soul-seeking hunting dog are very powerful, both are the legendary world-defying realm middle stage. There are 10 in total. This is not the group before. It must have been called from the curse. Shen Shang immediately used space-time power and wanted to leave the area, only to find that space-time was blocked. It seems that they are very experienced in this kind of thing. Shen Shang has no choice but to sneak into Tibet in this area, and he has to avoid those who have the ancestral contract map. After a few hours, Shen Shang was very annoyed by them. He didn't know how to escape. The soul-seeking hunting dog was so powerful that no matter how he hides, he will definitely be discovered. Soul-seeking hunting dog, when it senses Shen Shang, will immediately rush and rush. Suddenly, a black shadow flew over and Shen Shang was finally caught up by soul-seeking hunting dog. At this time, the soul-seeking hunting dog is in close proximity, the middle age riding on it is very powerful, and the soul-seeking hunting dog flies at the same time, releasing the strength to attack Shen Shang. Fortunately, Shen Shang can avoid the punch, otherwise he might be broken by the strength, and the middle-aged fist energy will smash hundreds of giant trees in the forest. You can't run, haha, the middle-aged screamed at Shen Shang. I will not be caught by you when I die. Shen Shang looked in one direction and then rushed over. At this point, other people of the curse race chased over the soul-seeking hunting dog. They all knew what direction it was. In the woods over there were dozens of ancestral covenant maps. The more places where the ancestral covenant maps are, the more dangerous it is, and the area that Shen Shang rushes to is a very dangerous place. The man of the curse is still true. The area covers thousands of mountains and they curse the clan. Some people have gone in, but they have not come out, and they all died inside. The white bone that Shen Shang saw before was the man of the curse. Head collar, he went in. The man of the mantra looked at the front of a big tree, and there was a huge map of the 8 ancestors on the trunk of the big tree. Going in his death, let's go back, the head bit his teeth and yelled, why is this bastard suffering? Obediently, we will give in, we may wrap around him, why bother to die? Quote. After Shen Shang entered the depths, he felt that he was wrong. He had entered a barrier and had a feeling that it was difficult to remove, but he could hear the words outside. Hearing the words spoken by the leader, he was in a hurry and immediately took out Divine Mirror of 6 Paths. You don't want to go back, come with lousy. Shen Shang puts in a lot of Tao creation saint crystal in divine mirror of 6 paths, open a devour large formation of divine mirror of 6 paths, which gives this large formation an instant suction. The group of people who were just about to return, when this super strong suction came in, did not make any reaction at all, and was pulled by the suction. In addition, tens of thousands of trees were also this suction is sucked in. Shen Shang almost exhausted the Tao creation saint crystal, but there is still some refiner in Shaoshanglan. More than a dozen people of the mantra and more than a dozen soul-seeking hunting dogs were crushed by many giant trees, and they used force to shatter those trees. Haha, you are stupid, now you know how powerful Laozi is. If you are not chasing Laozi, your dog life may be very long, but now, you have entered this ghost place like me. Shen Shang looked at them, laughed heartily up. Wang Baji you brought us in. I want to cut off your flesh in a living. The head of the collar is red, they have been in this place for so many years, it is clear how terrifying it is, enter this it is equivalent to death. Chapter 3620. Shen Shang saw these people face fear, said while loudly laughing, I have to do it with the ability to catch me, I have to see if you dare to run around with me. After that, Shen Shang turned and ran, and it was vanished from sight. Shen Shang is now also worried. He can't get out of this area right now, and there seems to be terrifying things in it, so he doesn't want to fight with the group now. He wants to retain his strength and let himself survive. After more than a dozen people of the mantras were brought in by Shen Shang, there were more than a dozen young people here, and Zhou Xingzi was among them. The leader is sucked in by a suction. What should I do? I have already given the family elder sound transmission. The heads are finished, how did the suction appear? It was released by the person we chased. After he was forced into a desperate situation, he also dragged the leader into it. Zhou Xingzi is also very worried. Shen Shang actually went in like this, and also entered with more than a dozen of their mantras. He can now be sure that more than a dozen hunters of their curse will die. That is the hunter of our cursed genre, unexpectedly so dead. Good is not us. When you hear this, everyone has a heart and soul. If they kill Shen Shang and get it in, it will definitely be even worse. Shen Shang, who was running, sensed that the breath of the rear was dispersed, and that more than a dozen people did not come and chase him. They entered this place, they should have been right, why should they be separated? Shen Shang could not understand. It's very likely that there are other souls here, do they have soul-seeking hunting dog? This soul-seeking hunting dog may have sensed many souls, and it is impossible to tell if it is you, so they are running around with them. Or, it may be that soul-seeking hunting dog ran away because of fear. Bai Yu warned repeated. You must be careful, first get rid of the group of guys and find a way out. Shen Shang didn't know if he could go out. He came in for so long. Although he didn't encounter any danger, he felt that this place was very terrifying. This area covers thousands of giant mountains and is very vast. Shen Shang is now on a high mountain. He wants to fly but can't fly, whether through divine mirror of 6 paths or scarlet fire divine dragon. The strength of. Look at the illusory body. Shen Shang released the illusory body, and he found that the illusory body was free to enter and exit the area. He had previously let the illusory body come in and saw some white bones. What is hidden inside? Shen Shang was very curious and didn't know if he could find it. In this way, he stayed alone on the top of the mountain, controlling the illusory body to fly in the air to explore everywhere. After 2 days passed, he was all right, but the illusory body saw 2 white bones. One person and one soul-seeking hunting dog. Shen Shang was amazed. He was still chasing his strong middle age and now becomes a white bone, which makes him shudder. There is definitely a terrifying strength hidden in it. Shen Shang doesn't dare to run around now, just let the illusory body explore it everywhere, and now he lets the illusory body explore the all around the corpse. I have to figure out what is going on. Shen Shang is now vigilant about himself all around, although he won't run around, but dangerous things may find him. The illusory body flies in the canopy of the tree and can see far away. He hears the screams of the soul-seeking hunting dog through the illusory body and suddenly, and he immediately let the illusory body pass. When he got close, he saw the soul-seeking hunting dog in a middle-aged body wrapped in green light, and the body quickly dried up. Only a moment later, the middle age of the legendary world-defying realm middle stage became a dry body and fell to the ground. Terrifying, the skin of the wrapped corpse has quickly disappeared. The middle age turned into a white bone, and the middle-aged green light of Devour became a light group floating. It's such a thing, too terrifying. Shen Shang now sees how soul-seeking hunting dog and people become white bones. They devour the strength of the white bone, and the white bone contains a lot of energy. Shen Shang was puzzled and quickly told Bai Yu about it. I don't know, it's probably that this kind of thing can't take the energy in the white bone, Bai Yu said, because her practice of engulfing devil art is very similar to this. Shen Shang immediately returned the illusory body. He didn't plan to run around. He guessed that there must be many green light clusters in this area. It seems that after being touched by those green light groups, the body will not move. It was again devour, very terrifying. In the past few days, Shen Shang has let Xiao Xianglin and Feng Ke come out to explore the situation here. There is a strong barrier, they can't break open, and they need to carefully analyze the various spells of the barrier. I feel that I can only get out of this by weakening the strength of the spell and making the barrier weak. It takes a certain amount of time to get there. I should be safe now. Shen Shang has been staying at the top of the mountain for a few days, and has not encountered the kind of green light. He used a illusory body to see several new white bones. This group of guys, if they didn't chase me, would you get me in? Haha, now you all have to die. Shen Shang was in the dark, smiling. But when he saw a green light in front of him, he couldn't smile. His mother. Shen Shang saw the green light, and immediately hastily rushed up. He had a illusory body suspended in the air, and if there was a green light group floating, he could definitely find it, and this suddenly appeared the green light group made him unprepared. Soon, he understood why this green light group could not be found by his illusory body, because it came out from the ground. The green light group that was just chasing after him, after drilling into the ground, suddenly appeared from the ground and quickly approached him. Shen Shang was in a hurry, took out the divine mirror of 6 paths and blocked the illuminated green light. He had observed it before, and if it was illuminated by this green light, it would not move. Divine mirror of 6 paths can only temporarily block the green light. When Shen Shang is thinking about how to run, suddenly found that there are green light groups flying in all directions, which makes his heart cursed, he immediately hid in divine mirror of 6 paths inside. After he entered divine mirror of 6 paths, the green light actually caught up with divine mirror of 6 paths. The 5 green light regiments came in and put Shen Shang's around, but the things that worried Shen Shang did not happen. These green light groups did not let him move. Hey, what happened? Shen Shang jumped wildly and looked at the 5-group green light group, which was difficult to understand. Then he walked out of the divine mirror of 6 paths and the green light group followed him. After going out, the green light group released a strong light to illuminate him, but he did not succeed in letting him settle, and he could not absorb his strength. You are a group of bastards, haha, I can't help myself. Shen Shang picked up the divine mirror of 6 paths and used the mirror to fear the green light group that scared him almost destroyed.